What's good with it, BlakGooseTV family, man? Double salute as always. Your boy Fluence is back in the building, and we back on the Fluence boxing side of the game, man. We got some reaction videos we're gonna be checking out. We got some topics we're gonna be discussing when it comes to the boxing community. We got a lot we're gonna be getting into. I can't wait for it. Hopefully, y'all can either. Once again, happy Friday to the people. You know what I'm saying? It's the beginning of the weekend. You know what I'm saying? You always got to be excited for that. You always got to be ready for that. Hopefully, your Friday's been going great. My Friday's been going absolutely amazing. I can't complain at all about how this Friday's been going. So hopefully y'all can feel the same energy that's coming off of me. It can be granted towards y'all, and things can be moving and growing, and we could end the night on a good note if it didn't happen to be going the way you want it to be. You feel me? We're gonna change things around. We're gonna switch everything up. But with that being said, man, salute to the people once again. Double salute to be matter of fact. Hit the like button if y'all come up in here, man. Subscribe to the channel as always, man. If you're not part of the family, of course, notification gang. Go check out the Twitch, Fluence TV. We're trying to build that up as well, slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. I got a lot of plans for y'all, man. I know I've been saying it, but as Deontay Wilder said it best, speak it, believe it, receive it. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere, and I got a lot of plans for this. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just be looking out. There's going to be a lot of improvements. There's going to be a lot more content. There's going to be, a lot more things that y'all can tap into. So y'all just, bear with me. Stay patient. I got a lot of big plans for this channel. So please, if you're not part of the family, be part of the family by hitting that subscribe button, because we're going to be going crazy as we continue to do what we do. But now, with that being said, look, we got a lot of things we're going to be talking about tonight, and particularly what we're going to be focusing on, at least for the first topic, is going to be Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. Why? Well, obviously, if you guys don't know, Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, their first All Access episode dropped today. Actually, I think it dropped maybe like 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago, so it's still fairly new. I was thinking about watching it while I'm not live, right? So I was chilling, I got home maybe about around 8:30. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at the embeddeds for UFC 280, and then there came the All Access. It just popped up, you know what I'm saying, in the in my in the the mentions, or what they feel like you would want to watch. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna enjoy this. And right before I clicked on, I said, wait, hold up. I'm gonna be doing Fluence Friday tonight. I'm like, I might as well just watch it with the people. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna watch that. It's about 27 minutes long. I think 27, 25 minutes long, but we're gonna watch the whole thing. We're gonna have a good time with it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to pull that up and see how it do. Zen is in the building, do a backflip and land it all day. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Zen. I'm gonna go ahead drop the link if you want to come up in here. But yeah, so the first thing we're gonna be focused on is Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, and also anybody else who want to hop up in here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, hit the link. You know what I'm saying? You're more than welcome. But we're gonna be watching the All Access on Showtime. That's gonna be the first thing. We're gonna be having like little breaks and things like that, so I don't get copywritten too bad or get flagged or nothing like that. So we're gonna be very strategic in how we do it, but we're gonna get through it. That's a promise. And then after we're done with that, the next topic at hand, we're definitely gonna be tackling the Derek Chisora Tyson Fury press conference that happened. We're not gonna be watching the whole press conference, not at all. We're just gonna watch the Faceoff that they did. And there's also another video that I actually want to play. I just want to actually react to Tyson Fury basically saying his piece or his opinion in reference to how Deontay Wilder ended up doing against Robert Helenius, and some of the comments that Deontay Wilder made afterwards as well. So that's basically the two, main topics, main points that we're going to be focusing on. So I can't wait for that. Salute to people once again. If y'all come up in here, man, hit the like button. If you're in the Twitch, follow your boy. We had a good showing last night. Last night, a lot of y'all came through on the Twitch, man. But hit the follow. I know I still got to build it up. I'm gonna be dropping clips on the Twitch. I know I told y'all I'm gonna be, dropping clips also on the YouTube. I kind of, stopped. I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. I did stop, but that's gonna be starting back up. So don't worry, because I also like the the specific system I use when it comes to recording. It has a new feature right now, so I'm gonna be getting it. Just trust me, bear with me. Y'all gonna be getting the clips. And when it comes to YouTube, y'all gonna get on the Twitch. So just show some love. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. But okay, now the basis is set. The time is here. There's no reason to delay this any further. I will want to say this before we actually get into watching this All Access episode with Anderson Silva and Jake Paul. This is episode 1. We already know they're going to be fighting next weekend. I do want to say this. I think this is a good fight. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think it's on this, the level where I'm excited for it in the sense where I think it's a big deal or a big fight. We have a million more bigger fights happening in boxing right now. If I really wanted to, I could be talking about the Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, Avian Sanyan fight that's going to be happening in, I think it's early December, December 5th or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White's fighting. He just got confirmed. I think that's December 3rd. So there's a lot of other fights that you can talk about. And I really don't think that this Jake Paul fight scales above that, even though he is fighting a GOAT in the MMA side of the game in Anderson Silva. But I do think it's interesting because this is the toughest competition that, you know what I'm saying, we've seen him at this particular point. And even that, I still don't think it scales above the second topic of the night, which is Derek Chisora and Tyson Fury. But at the end of the day, there's just a certain or particular lane when it comes to what Jake Paul has created, Logan Paul, KSI, all them guys, when it comes to YouTube boxing, where, you know what I'm saying, even if you're paying attention to the hardcore boxing, you can't help but be like, all right, I got to respect what's going on in this YouTube shit because they're making money too. And at the end of the day, it is about making money, even though sometimes there's a little bit of a mockery. So with that being said, just to sum up basically my entire viewpoint of this upcoming fight with Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul, I'll be watching it. Am I excited for this fight more than maybe I was excited for Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley? Probably not. Why is it? Because Anderson Silva is an older fighter. Is Anderson Silva a better overall MMA fighter than Tyron Woodley? Yes. But at the end of the day, age matters, especially when you hit a particular time in a point in your life. And, it's just hard for me to see Anderson Silva be able to last all, I think, 6 rounds at the age that he's at. So either way it goes, I'm going to be watching it. But I'm not 100% excited for it. That's me being 100, that's just me being honest. So if y'all disagree with me, let me know what y'all think. But all right, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get the all access Paul versus Silva full episode chimed up for the people. We're going to watch this. Remember, we're going to have to probably like break this up into sections. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we don't get crazy copywritten or, you know what I'm saying, or this joint taken down, because Showtime's pretty strict. So, all right, so I got it queued up. I think I said timed up last time. Zen said Earl didn't want that smoke. They was playing with the money on purpose so when it get done this year. A lot of people don't want to hear that, though, Zen. A lot of people definitely don't want to hear that. People are saying Terrence Crawford's the scare one. Terrence Crawford is making, like, he's making a point by fighting around the same time they were trying to schedule the fight. He's basically saying, yo, you think if I'm willing to fight Avi and San, if I have to paycheck, I'm not willing to fight Earl? You think it's on me? I can fight. So he's making a point. But niggas gonna try and switch the narrative and try to play abracadabra and be the Joker. But we ain't no dumb niggas over here. Salute to that, but okay. Let's go. I'm about to pull up the all access. Let's go like the first 3-4 minutes and we'll like break it down into clips type.
Of all the people that I've met in my life, the greatest ones always talk about meditation and manifestation. I believe there's a higher power fully guiding my boxing career. What I'm doing for the sport of boxing, the universe wants it to continue because the sport needs it. And I think the youth, the next generation of kids need this. Chosen is kind of like a narcissistic word maybe, but yeah, like I definitely feel like what I'm doing has a much higher purpose than I even understand at the moment. And I don't feel like this is just for Jake Paul to go knock people out. Everything happens for a reason. You know, the Hasim fight could have happened, but maybe that many people weren't interested in it. So maybe the universe was like, let's not do this and let's go to the biggest fight possible, Anderson Silva. I think the universe is working in my favor.
So real quick, what do you think would be a bigger fight, y'all? The Hakeem Rockman fight or the Silva fight? Me personally, I have to agree with him. I do think Silva is actually a bigger fight. Just on eyeballs, people knowing, you know what I'm saying? The Rockman fight was more for hardcore boxing fans. The Anderson Silva fight, this is for everybody. This gets a lot more eyes. Zen said Jake really fighting a dude 2 decades older than him. Yeah, but it's still Anderson Silva. Like I said, I'm like, we can't take away the fact that Anderson Silva is Anderson Silva at the end of the day.
Boxing, throughout its history, is a sport of have-nots becoming haves. The fight for money and fame. After all, there's a reason it's known as prize fighting. But this is not most instances.
Keep working like us, Jake.
Oh no.
Time to go to get stretchy today. Time to go to work. Time to go to work.
On Saturday, October 29th, when two fighters meet in Arizona, both already have almost everything that anyone, anywhere, would desire.
Tune in live October 29th to see us dance.
Jake Paul is famous. Jake Paul is rich.
On my way to pick up some caviar.
And by marrying celebrity with a boxing obsession, he turned an interest into a sport's most interesting experiment.
Silva looked too friendly with him, man. Why Silva dancing with Jake Paul?
There's never been a fighter in the history of the sport where you know their first 5 fights. Oh, I turned pro 2.5 years ago. Knockout of the year coming. This is absurd.
The fun is over. You don't play games with Anderson Silva.
Correct. Except I'm about to.
Real quick, could you argue? See, I knew it. I ordered some food. They canceling my order. I can see it already. I'm not even gonna talk about it. But could you argue possibly that Jake Paul is exposing boxing in a sense where the idea that as long as you put in the work, you work hard and keep grinding, you be the best at what you could be, you somehow are able to get to the top? I don't know. Doesn't seem like that. Not nowadays.
2.
Anderson Silva is also famous and rich. And, bonus, known the world over as perhaps the greatest ever mixed martial artist to climb into a cage.
Inside the ring, I'm not a good guy. I don't care what happened, I go win.
Who also pivoted into the sweet science, toppling one member of a royal boxing family, knocking out another MMA star.
Lights out! Whoa! First round knockout for the Spider!
But that's the thing about this fight. Even two men who have it all want more.
This is a big opportunity, and I'm going to make everything of it.
I don't have nothing to prove for nobody.
And so for two men who already stand on top of the world, one distinction matters above all. Just about anyone can be famous, or just about anything. But legendary status must be earned the old-fashioned way. It cannot be bought nor crafted. It cannot be willed by celebrity. No, it must be taken, punch by punch by punch.
Good night.
So look, I'll say this because it's about to be an ad, so I'll let that roll through. But I will say this. I'm not a fan of Anderson Silva being so friendly, being so nice. I don't understand where that's coming from. There's no reason for that. But at the same time, he did, you know what I'm saying, make sure he told people, he was like, look, when I go in the ring, man, I'm a different person. We know that. But at the same time, it's a different sport. Even though I got to respect everything that you've done in another sport, you a legend. This is still boxing. You're still an older person. And I know you had amazing wins against some solid opponents. But you're going against a young, hungry, you know, I can't even say YouTuber. Like, he is a boxer at this point. He's 5-0, regardless of who he's fought. No one ever judged any other fighter at 5-0 off of who he fought in his first 5 fights. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be realistic. So I don't know. I think there's a good possibility we might see Anderson Silva We might see something we never seen before. It might not be a good look, and I'm hoping that's not the case. All right, let's get back to it. Salute to the people, man. Make sure I hit that like button. Hopefully everybody having a good Friday, you know what I'm saying? Having a good time.
I love to work.
Get in there. Get in there, Chase. Get in there. That's it. Stay there.
Every day in the gym makes an exponential difference for me.
Get in there.
And so I'm actually coming into like a professional athlete's body.
Well, he had the six pack since Disney.
Anderson Silva is a massive step up in competition. He's a champion. He's fought the best people in the world. Nothing intimidates this man. Nothing scares this man. He's competed at the highest level in the face of adversity and won 16 times in a row, the UFC record.
Stay in it. We're back, baby. We're back.
Beating Anderson Silva, simply put, would just be life-changing.
Get your money's worth, JP. Come on. Get in there.
It would put me on a map in a bigger way than I am now.
3, 2, 1. Work time.
Even my biggest haters will still hate me, but they'll have a bit of respect for me.
Over the last year, unforeseen hurdles have dogged Jake Paul's would-be ascension.
Tommy Fury is pulling out of the fight. Hakeem Rockman Jr. has pulled.
I just want to say this. You do got to respect, like, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, back me being 24, 25 years old, training this hard, this consistently, having the resources I have, or he has, man, you would have all the confidence in the world. Especially, like I said, going against Anderson Silva, even though he's the GOAT, the age that he's at, man.
Pulled out of the fight. This is embarrassing.
His carefully choreographed next step always appears just out of reach.
These guys, man, please just get in the ring. We'll give you whatever you want. Bro.
But this bout, against an icon who needs no introduction, is that step. A litmus test of how much improvement his work has yielded.
There's no footage of me for the past 12 months, right? So if I've only boxed for 2.5 years, the first year, let's say I got 33% better. The second year, I got 33% better. The third year, I get 33% better. I'm a completely different fighter.
That's actually a great
He wants
mindset.
some body shots, give him to him. He wants some body shots, give him to him. Time.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, that's a great mindset because he's always looking for improvement, but also he's not looking for something that's out of reach. Being 33% better is a lot easier to obtain than being 100% better, 75% better, 85% better, 65% better. You know what I'm saying? And then if you actually end up surpassing that, that's the reward. That's a very smart way of viewing things, especially at that young of age.
Ain't no way you putting up with that pace.
Yeah, I felt all those punches, especially that anything right in here.
Yeah.
Who ready?
We ready. Who ready? We ready. Tick, 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 boom.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Round two, everybody. BS with Jake Paul. Come on, bring the
After
hype.
training,
Bring the
most
hype. Bring the
fighters
hype.
seek rest and relaxation. Not Jake Paul. To quote a great American poet,
I know it's 27 minutes, but damn, where's the Anderson Silva footage?
Paul isn't a businessman. He's a business man. And that means breaking from camp to host his very own web show.
Tyron Woodley's about to join us in a second. I feel like this is going to be the best episode yet. I have a lot to talk about with Mr. Woodley here. Let's go. My guy, Tyron, thank you for pulling up, bro. How you feeling?
I don't know what to expect, man.
I'm a professional athlete. I'm running my show. I'm running a company. Like, I'd like to think that I'm setting a new standard for what it takes to be successful. I'm the underdog now for like the first time going into a fight. Who do you think wins?
Anderson's a GOAT. It's ways I feel like you can win. I feel like there's ways he can win. I put the way he's done in the the last couple fights because it's something about your morale being high. He's at a point in time where he's revitalized, so I think that makes a fight a little bit more interesting. It's kind of an interesting fight. I don't know. I think I'm gonna watch it. I feel like Jake, you kind of like the kid that everybody want to whip their ass and teach a lesson to, but you laughing through the ass whooping, so it's kind of hard to get the lesson taught.
And action! Yeah! Love it. Let's reset.
Reset, camera still speeding.
Action!
All right, so it seems like they finally gonna get onto the Anderson Silva side of the game. So that's kind of what I've been waiting for. I've been interested to see Anderson Silva's mindset, how he's coming into it, because this can possibly be a boring fight, or it can possibly be something that's just totally, you know what I'm saying, unexpected. And we see either Anderson Silva do something we never thought he would do, or maybe we see Jake Paul humble Anderson Silva in a way. Not that Anderson Silva needs to be humble, or maybe more so humble a lot of boxing and MMA fans. Like that's a big possibility. So with that being the case, I'm very interested to see how his mindset is, how he decides to approach this particular fight, and if he's taking this fight. I know he's taking it seriously, but I just hope at this point in his life, at his age, he's not really looking at it as if like he's saying, I'm just happy to be here and be able to make this type of money and do what I do. I hope he's still trying to prove something. That's basically my entire point. Because he's gonna be fighting someone who's trying to prove something. So then he said Tyrone is a crazy man. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? He do what he do. Mucho Presley, salute to you. What is StreamYard? It's a streaming site, basically. Or what stream shit. All right, let's see how Anderson Silva seems to be his mindset.
Yeah.
Let's reset.
Reset, camera still speeding.
Anderson Silva is the legend who legends look up to. At the height of his reign, he presented a riddle that no one could solve. Entertaining, taunting, vicious. Over 2 decades in mixed martial arts, he carved out an unmatched legacy.
Let's do one more for safety.
It's crazy, but I don't think I'm human. You know, I think I'm superhero. That's I put in my mind. I'm superhero. I have superpowers, and I go using my superpowers with Jake.
What does it feel like to sell your car to Carvana?
My bad, y'all. So my guy Anderson Silva is basically saying he feels like a superhero. I don't know how much y'all want to believe that. I don't know how much y'all want to, take that in. At the end of the day, you really can't question a lot of things that he's saying, because Anderson Silva has absolutely amazing track record when it comes to obviously the MMA, UFC, champion, amazing striking, amazing career. But at this age, he might need some superpowers to be able to get that dub. That's a fact. No disrespect toward him, but he said it himself. So we'll see. I don't know. I think at the end of the day, we already know when it comes to Silva, we're going to have to see what's actually happened in the ring and what's going on for us to really judge. That's it.
The Spider may have retired from MMA in 2020, but the soul of a fighter remained as he threw himself into his latest combat sports passion, boxing.
I feel something inside me. Is a fight is my ear, and that's I continue to do it. I love it.
Usar a envergadura à distância, mas sempre golpeando, sai do lugar, golpeando, sempre fazendo se mover, buscando, se posicionando. Vamos lá. Yo ya trabajo con Anderson como 20 años, casi, 18 o 19 años. Y es un sueño de Anderson lutar com boxe, pelear com boxeo?
When I finish my last fight in UFC, I come home and I go to vacation to visit my parents in Brazil. I think 2 months I'm in Brazil. My phone call, hey, I have a fight for you. And fight for me? And the guy say, yes, boxing. I say, boxing? Whoa. Tell me about Chavez.
So 2021 Silva versus Chavez Jr. Look, I do like how they, I really like how they setting up this episode. You know what I'm saying? It began with Jake Paul, really just showed like how he's, showed his growth, really been, tuned in, paying attention, and now they're just really focused on Anderson Silva. I appreciate this. This is a good episode.
Junior in Mexico.
I'm mad at it.
You ready for that? They say, yeah, I'm ready. I don't think about it. I just put in my mind and just, yeah, I'm ready. When the news start and the people start talking about, everybody call me, why you go do that? You crazy. You go fight with the boxing guy. The guys go destroy you and that.
A lot of the boxing experts say that there's no way Anderson Silva can compete with someone on the caliber of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
But it's not the truth, because it's tried to put me in a bubble and say, no, you out. You can't fight anymore. You don't go fight anymore.
Big shots coming from Silva.
Ooh, good great uppercut. Yes.
What are you talking about? I born fight. I'm control my life. Nobody can control
my dreams
in my life. Nobody.
Your winner, by the way, split decision.
Shouldn't have been a split decision either. I remember seeing that fight.
It's good for me, but I don't put this in my mind. Oh, I'm good boxing now. No.
Anderson the Spider Silva is taking on Tito Ortiz.
Made that boy go to sleep.
This man is one of the GOATs. The Spider, Anderson Silva. How are you, sir?
My friend?
Your face is on the Mount Rushmore.
All right, well, real quick, before we get into this particular interview, I just want to ask y'all, just by seeing that, how do y'all feel? Who y'all got winning? Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. What is y'all prediction? Should we be hyped for this fight? Is this something we should be looking forward to? Is this going to be a good time? Or are we just kind of putting ourselves in a position where most likely we're going to be let down? It's not going to go the way we was hoping it was going to go. What's your thoughts on it, man? It's going to be a Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul all over again. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Check out the Twitch, Fluencefridays.
Of MMA fighters, why Jake Paul?
I don't need to prove nothing for anybody. The fight with Jake is a fight. Everybody talking about, oh, Jake is young and this is very dangerous fight. I do this for a long time in my life, my entire life. Doesn't matter your age. Age is not excuse.
Gotta ask you, will you beat Jake Paul on October 29th?
Of course.
Will you knock him out?
Maybe.
There you go. Anderson Silva. You will see him Showtime pay-per-view.
I like how Anderson Silva decided not to commit to a prediction. He's confident in the win, but he's like, I'm not going to predict it because I don't need to. Whatever happens, happens. At this point of his life, he's probably like, I'm just going to let whatever flows. And that's a beautiful thing right there. And I know in the beginning I was saying that this, we're definitely looking at a situation where we're looking at a young gun who really has nothing to lose, whether he wins or loses. Anderson Silva has way too much to lose in comparison, obviously, because he's a much older fighter. Let me rewind this back a little bit. What's good with it? Junior Madrid 575. Anderson is too old. No, I agree with you, man. It's like at the end of the day, there's a point in time where it's like you can't you can't overlook Father Time. Father Time always comes into play, especially when you're talking about a situation where you're fighting against, or you're in the ring against a much younger man who doesn't have anything to lose, has all the resources, has a lot of money. Like Jake Paul is in a perfect situation where he has, like, it wouldn't make sense for him not to get better every single 6 months, 7 months, because he's really, of all these YouTubers that's doing it, he's the only one who's like, okay, this is my profession. I'm putting everything into it. Everyone else has all these other things going on. He's the only one out of all these YouTubers like, I'm gonna be a boxer and I'm gonna make the majority of my future money, within the boxing community. So it's like you have to acknowledge that. That's not something that you can just ignore. So I'm like, and with that being said, with him being 5-0, there's no other young boxer coming up at 5-0 where I'm looking at who they're fighting and saying, you fighting a scrub. I'm going to assume that they're going to fight a scrub. I'm just looking at them as an individual boxer to see if they are able to live up to the standards of what they're saying their skill level is, and if I see the potential. That's how it always goes. That's how boxing always goes. So it's like, you can't judge this particular situation any differently than any other up-and-coming prospect boxer. And right now, he's shown that he has it, and going against Anderson, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you, man. He's 5'7". He just is too old. Zane said, he said, followed up, Silva's just old, man. It's hard to pick him. How many rounds is it? 8? It's either 6 or 8. I'm not really sure. I can't remember, but it's either 6 or 8. So either way, I think Anderson Silva has a durability. I think he has the stamina. I don't think he's going to get tired, but I don't think he's going to get clipped with something that he's not going to be, maybe 10 years from now, he would have been able to handle it. But now I think he's going to get clipped from a young, hungry fighter in a sport that he's only 4 fights in, and he's going to be surprised at the outcome. So that's my personal opinion. But I could be underestimating the GOAT. I really could be. Here we go, though.
My entire life. Doesn't matter your age. Age is not excuse.
Gotta ask you, will you beat Jake Paul
Absolutely.
on October 29th?
Of course.
Will you knock him out?
Maybe.
There you go. Anderson Silva. You will see him Showtime pay-per-view.
Yeah, I've seen this a bunch of times. And every time I see it, I just find more openings. He loves to get in that corner and dance. I'm not going to play that. It's my ring. It's my fight. I'm the A side for a reason. He's not going to come in there and do that. I'm not going to feed into it.
Bravado is a staple of
Not
Jake
mad at it.
Paul's
That's a good mindset right there. Make sure you hit the like button, man. If y'all up in here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, show some love.
Faith in his boxing talent. Whether such confidence is realistic
You're on Twitch,
or
follow.
delusional,
I need to follow
remains
on
to be
Twitch, show
seen.
some love.
But in order to manifest his belief in himself, he'll need expertise born from experience,
Same time. Yeah, right there.
which is why he summoned former light heavyweight champion Chad Dawson for sparring.
Okay.
You got world champions in camp, Jake? Let's go, baby. We come
Not
a long
mad
way,
at
all
that.
right? Come along.
Dawson look like he still got it too.
Change levels. Relax, all right? Good.
Working with a
Shot,
former
baby.
world champion,
There it is, baby.
you get better
Good.
by osmosis.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The whole
Even if
goal
he
to
is
have
getting work,
people in sparring that are
man, even if he is getting worked, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. You gotta respect that. Having someone like Chad Dawson in his camp, 24, 25 years old, that's gonna go a long way when it comes to him, you know what I'm saying, starting to go into his prime years.
better than Anderson Silva.
Shot, baby. There
More he
it is.
keeps going, he's gonna get better and better and better.
Good round, Jake.
I'm a 3-time world champion. I fought some of the best fighters in the world. If he can hang with me, outthink me and land shots on me, I think he can land shots on Anderson Silva. I know he can land shots on Anderson Silva.
Time.
Hmm.
Good round. Good boxing. Great job today, man. Very good.
Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. The itsy bitsy spider got knocked to the out. All right, so I want
I think right there, I think you would be. I love Anderson Silva. I got nothing but respect from him. if you want me to be 100 with you, like I said, I think this is a bigger fight than the Rockman Jr. fight. But I don't think Jake Paul would be able to have the advantages that he's going to have over Anderson Silva. I think we're going to see we might see something nasty. We might see something nasty.
I want to post this, but it just gives context to this whole situation. This is me 3 years ago, and now I'm fighting one of the greatest strikers, if not the greatest strikers in the history of combat sports. Ready? It's bad. It's bad.
Damn, I already know him.
Hey, if this doesn't show that you can accomplish anything in 3 years, yo.
That's funny.
I mean, I got potential of being the next influencer boxer.
Nah, it's just hard work, bro. People don't work like me. I guarantee you that. People think that it's funny. They're watching this at home like, oh, I'm a pro boxer. I probably work harder than him. No, you don't. Guarantee it.
I do want to say this right now. He shut down his friend or his boy, or whatever. That hurt. He was like, man, that means I got potential to be the next. He said, no, you don't. He's like, it's working hard. He was basically telling him, he's like, you ain't finna work hard like me. Nah, but I do respect it because I'm like, that definitely is a big improvement. It's the same thing though. Like I'll give these YouTube boxers, you know what I'm saying, they kudos. Like a lot of the ones that started like 3-4 years ago, whatever, they are a lot better. They got a whole thing going. The KSIs, Logan Paul, all them, they doing their thing. Floyd Mayweather versus the dude Deji is about to happen. I'm gonna watch it because it got Floyd Mayweather. But you know, I give the respect where the respect is due. I got nothing but respect for it. But you know, at the end of the day, still though, it's not the same. It's still not the same. But I still respect it. Like I'm not gonna disrespect it. But it's gonna be a good time. Like I said, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I do not think Anderson Silva really stands a very fair chance against Jake Paul just simply because of his age. You know what I'm saying? That has no discredit or no disrespect toward Anderson Silva. He's a beast, especially with the great card coming up, UFC 280. But boxing and you know what I'm saying, MMA is different. It just seems to be like boxers know they don't want to do that MMA shit. MMA dudes be like, man, let me try this boxing shit. And this is how I go. But also I get it too in the sense of when it comes to Paul versus Silva. Silva's like, man, this dude Paul, man. It's not like I'm fighting the elite. I'm fighting Jake Paul. I get his nigga work. But we'll see, man. We still got a young dude with all the resources, you know what I'm saying, right in front of him. That's the thing too about these YouTube dudes. A lot of money behind them. A lot of money. Let's go.
I'm fighting one of the greatest strikers, if not the greatest strikers in the history of combat sports. Ready? It's bad. It's bad.
Damn, I already know him.
Hey, if this doesn't show that you can accomplish anything,
watch
in
him
3 years,
disrespect his dog. He gonna disrespect the boy right here.
I mean, I got potential of being the next influencer boxer.
Here we go.
It's just hard work.
Look, he
People
said
don't work
nah.
like me. I guarantee you that.
And they
People
looking
think
like,
that's funny.
damn.
They're
what?
watching this at home like, oh, I'm a pro boxer. I probably work harder than him.
I did too.
No, you don't. Guarantee it. Combat sports tells the truth. You have to earn the win. You have to earn the respect. People in the boxing world, when I die, will say, wow, we were wrong about him. I can't believe he did all of these things.
I can respect that.
Earned. I think fame can happen to anyone, but credibility is earned. I like to earn what I have. That's where I come from, Ohio. You know, everything is earned. Nothing's given.
Woo. They act like the entire state of Ohio is just the slums.
I think the secret is passion.
That was Anderson
You
Silva.
need to love your job. When you love, you're doing something special. That's my whole vision about the success I make in my life. Oh my God. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. Legends, you know, old legends continue doing something special.
Looks in great shape.
I feel happy because they try to do the same.
At first glance, the combatants in question appear nothing alike. The legend meets the disruptor.
Then that
Begins
nigga would
like
make
a
me laugh
walk
about
into
some
a
shit
bar
I didn't even
joke.
think about laughing about.
And yet, both have thrown themselves into the same pursuit. Their boxing careers taking off at the same time. Like
I was just like,
Paul,
I'm like, this
Silva's
nigga
pivot
Anderson
into
Silva
boxing
from
yielded
Brazil, my
energy
nigga.
and
Like this nigga
purpose,
from a third world country.
along
Like
with
you
a
talking
deep
about
desire
the
to excel.
Ohio problems. Like,
I fought in the past in Brazil. When you fight MMA, it's completely different. Boxing is more hard because you need to understand the game.
so I just want to say this right now. This is why, and I'm gonna do the full screen for this. This is why I appreciate Anderson Silva so much, and I'm probably gonna have to change up. And I actually want to go on a limb, and I'm gonna just go back and forth because I'm not gonna actually give you guys my firm prediction for the fight till the fight actually happens. Y'all know how I do, Fluence, but this is why I lean toward Anderson Silva to an extent because he understands the difference. And it's like a lot of y'all people don't know. Anderson Silva's been training high level boxing. He was a wild card aficionado in sparring because a lot of y'all, you know, hardcore boxing. I got to hear a big name gym for me to believe that an MMA fighter actually is good at boxing. But Anderson Silva, man, you can look up. There's years back footage of him looking like an absolute a savant. You know what I'm saying? Aficionado. You know what I'm saying? An absolutely sniper. You know what I'm saying? A student of the game when it comes to boxing. When it comes to the boxing side of the game, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the details and how they move and you know how they orchestrate. So him understanding that boxing is the hardest sport, with him being as great as he was in the MMA side of the game, really shows you the respect he has for it. So it's like I really do wish this fight was happening when Anderson Silva was, you know, even just 3 years younger, because I think it would be a different thing. But it's like we can't cancel out the fact that he is at a point where it's like, man, like, should you even be fighting this high level with this type of risk and this type of stakes? But, you know, life is about proving people wrong. And not a lot of people have that type of life that they can live. And when you are someone who has that, why not go ahead and do it and utilize it to your advantage and make some money off it? So I got nothing but respect for it.
He hasn't fought left. You gotta make it harder for him.
The footwork, the hands, the positions for your body, and that is for me is a big challenge.
You're Anderson Silva. There's no two Anderson Silva. You can be very technical and you can be very awkward, so that's good. But be awkward with good defense, you know?
I love boxing. I try to training every day to doing something special for proving my respect for boxing.
So I got nothing but respect for the way that Anderson Silva really looks at the sport, the way he trains the sport, the way he respects the sports, the way that he puts the time and the effort into the sport. Like I really do respect that. And like I was saying before, if you know this fight was gonna happen maybe like a couple years before, you know what I'm saying, 3-4 years earlier, even 2 years earlier. But it's like right now, as much as we all understand the reason why he respects and has the discipline and does what he does, the reason why he has the success and he has a name, he has nothing, and he's nothing but looked at as if other than a legend when it comes to combat sports. I still have to question whether or not age will become a factor when it comes to them being in the ring. And I know it may be 6 or 8 rounds, whatever the case may be, but I do believe that Jake Paul is getting better by the years go on because he's younger, hungry, has the resources, etc. And, you know what I'm saying, he does have a couple of good wins. You can't take that away from him. I think Tyron Woodley, him knocking him out that way, whether y'all think it's a hoax or not, whether y'all think it's set up or not, it happened. And it's like for him to do that against Tyron Woodley, I can only imagine, you know, if he's able to land on Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva is known to play the, you know, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Play the tricky game, you know what I'm saying? Show himself so we can have a counter, you know what I'm saying? Is Anderson Silva still have the reflexes, the athleticism? I know he has the IQ, but will he be able to react fast enough? That has nothing to do with, like, that's the thing. people get things mistaken. Like when you're looking at someone like Anderson Silva, it's like he can utilize the same movements. Like he can utilize the same bait and switch. He can utilize the same feints. Like, okay, I could be 22 years old feinting like this, and I can throw a one feint, put myself in danger. Someone throw, and I can get out the way, and I can return with a counter. I can do that all day because I'm young, I'm fresh. I'm 36 years old. I try that same thing. I still have the fundamentals to pull it off, but I'm not fast enough no more. So that's my worry. That's the thing. I think that might be a problem in this particular fight against someone like Jake Paul is you haven't really fought nobody in that boxing ring as hungry as this dude in reference to Anderson Silva. You done your thing in MMA, but you're at the age right now where some of the thing you was pulling off against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Tito Ortiz, you feel me? It's not gonna fly with him because if you get hit by something crazy, it's gonna cost you. At least that's what I'm assuming. So we're gonna see how that goes. Well, all right, let's go ahead. Let me put it back up. Happy Fluence Friday, everybody. By the way, hopefully everyone's having a good time. I don't know how much they'll flag me for this video. I don't know. I've been having a good time though. Let's get it.
The secret is you enjoy everything, you know. Sometimes it's not easy because the kids beat me a lot, but you know, I'm happy because I'm here.
Muito bom.
I'll use the body.
Faz a defesa. As costas. Isso. Do outro lado. Copiando no plexo. Okay?
Hit that like button, y'all.
Even in a clash between two men who have everything, Silva has much of what Paul wants. Silva has beaten a boxing professional, giving him street cred. Silva has iconic moments, too many to count. And Silva has respect with few to no skeptics, his acclaim of the international variety. In other words, youth, schmooth.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Jake Paul é jovem, só que nunca peleou com um muchacho como Anderson. Nunca. Um muchacho muito jovem contra uma lenda com muita experiência.
What? No way! No! Oh my God! I'm
Good to
so
see
sorry.
you. We brought you your spider bike.
Oh,
24 karat gold plated.
My baby. My baby. It's so beautiful, man.
One of a kind. One of a kind.
Boy, Anderson Silva be enjoying life.
I'm so happy. I don't show you for everybody this, but I go show it for you. Follow me. Sometimes the people ask, where you spend money? Why you don't buy cars and this and that? I say, because it's not important for me, but this is so important. Come on. Spider-Man, X-Men.
God
the
damn.
New version for the Ultraman.
This nigga got a whole collection.
Stallone. G.I. Joe's is my favorite because I
ain't
have
even
for
mad at
many
it.
years. When I 8 years old, I start collect this. My mom start buy for me. Every month, my mom buy one or two because it's so expensive in Brazil. I think I have
Respect though, for real.
6,000 figures.
Hey man, y'all show some love, man. Hit
I'm
the
big
like button.
kid.
Come on, y'all.
Ali,
Hit the like
Ring
button,
Arrow,
subscribe to the channel.
X-Machine.
Hold up.
This I buy in Japan. I like.
We got 7 minutes left on this all access video for the Paul vs. Silva. Then we're gonna break down a little bit of it. Then we're gonna move on to the face-off for the Tyson Fury Derek Chisora. I'm like, y'all up in here, man. Show some love. Like, come on, man. Hit the like button below. If you're not part of the family, subscribe to the channel. Get in the chat. Show some love. Like, what's good? Where y'all at? I even got the link in there. If y'all want to hop in and say some shit, man. It's Friday. What y'all on, man? Let's go.
Superheroes because life is tough for a young guy, poor
Facts.
in Brazil, you know. And the superheroes
Anybody.
help me to follow my dreams. This is my room. I love
And
this.
follow
part.
on Twitch.
Everybody spend money in
Fluence
something.
TV.
I spend money in my toys. They have a lot of toys.
Hey, it's Adam from
My bad, y'all. I got to be quicker on those things. It's crazy hearing somebody as dangerous and somebody as lethal as Anderson Silva talking about he got to have his toys, you know what I'm saying? He got to have his, you know what I'm saying, the action figures, and he's, you know, he wanted to be a superhero, but that just kind of shows you, you know what I'm saying, how life is and how shit can kind of go, you know what I'm saying, how certain things can shape you in a way, or, you know what I'm saying, you can lean towards certain things for you to be able to kind of continue on and get past trauma and get past difficult times. But you know what I'm saying? I got nothing but respect for Anderson Silva. That's why I really, when it comes to this fight against him versus Jake Paul, it's like, I really don't want this fight to happen. It's like, I want it to happen because I want to see it, obviously, but I really don't want it to happen at the same time because I don't want nothing crazy to happen to Anderson Silva. And I guess the big question also is, too, is like, well, you're so worried about Anderson Silva because he's older, etc. Should Jake Paul be worried about anything? And it's like, yeah, I think Anderson Silva is a better overall fighter, boxer, fundamental. He knows how to control the ring. He knows how to do everything much better than Jake Paul in every single way. And like I said, if this fight would have happened 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I think he would have won this fight. But I just think age is going to come into play where even if he outboxes Jake Paul, even if he lands the bigger shots on Jake Paul, I just think the age will, it's like, it doesn't matter. He'll land them, but he won't be able to put enough behind it to make Jake Paul necessarily change his game plan. That's what I'm thinking in my head, because you know what I'm saying, Silva is definitely not no spring chicken, but I definitely want to be proven wrong when it comes to that particular thought process. I definitely want to be proven wrong when it comes to that particular opinion. I definitely don't want that to be the case. I want it to be a lot more, you know, I want it to be a competitive fight. I want it to go the distance. And even if it's a great fight, I want Anderson Silva to be in a position where he looks, whether he wins or loses, you know what I'm saying, he gains from it and he can just, you know, get more revenue from the thing he's still doing. But, you know, who knows? There's a reason why Jake Paul and his team, they pick, you know what I'm saying, the people that they pick. It's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. Excuse me, it's not an accident. There's a reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no games. But let's go. We got 7 minutes and 59 seconds left of the All Access Paul vs. Silva full episode. You feel me? After we done with this, we're gonna hop into the Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora face-off, and then also a couple reaction videos from Tyson Fury responding, or not responding, but you know, basically just speaking on Deontay Wilder's last win against Robert Helenius and some of the words coming from Deontay Wilder. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up? How are you?
I wake up and I'm like, I get a text from somebody like, is Jake really fighting Anderson? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's real. You know?
Definitely from a personal standpoint, my dad plays a role in wanting to take this fight and wanting to beat him, to make my dad proud for sure.
Hit the like button, y'all, man.
If I beat him.
Hit the like button,
I
subscribe.
want to see him cry. That's my goal. I think I'll probably cry.
I don't think it's registered to me yet that I'm fighting, you know, someone who used to be my idol. I think it'll register when I'm in the ring with him and the first bell rings. I might have to take a moment before trying to punch him.
So here's a question for you. Anderson does it where he always lures people in. People always come into his. Now, I know what I would do with that, but I want to know what you're going to do when he does it.
I've been watching him for dozens of years now. I'm not going to fall into that.
It's just crazy. When you knock his ass out, vibration's going to go around the world like faster than the speed of light, man.
No, 100%.
This means so much to me, and it'll just mean a lot.
Let me ask y'all this, and I have it there, because I'm like, y'all here, y'all in the chat, make sure I hit the like button, make sure I subscribe. I got the, if y'all roll up and y'all see the StreamYard, now I understand what Mucho was talking about, what is StreamYard. If y'all want to join in on the conversation, y'all can put y'all, you know what I'm saying, just click on that link, y'all can get up in here, man. But I never expected this particularly to happen when it comes to Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, in the sense of now. I thought it would maybe be a bit later. What's crazy is, even with me saying that, I'm still under the impression of, oh, if only this had happened, you know what I'm saying, a couple of years earlier, I really would have picked Silva. I still feel like it's too late. Maybe that's me being apologetic. Maybe that's me hoping for the best for Anderson Silva. And if the worst ends up happening, I have an excuse. But at the end of the day, man, Father Time comes knocking at everyone's door, and I think it's gonna go absolutely crazy when it comes to this particular fight, and I'm excited for it. It's happening next weekend. We got tomorrow. We got like. Look, at the end of the day, it may be not be going crazy with boxing in the next 2 weekends, but when it comes to combat sports, we going crazy. Tomorrow we got UFC 280. We're going Fluence Lounge, Islam Makhachev, Oliveira. We got TJ Dillashaw versus Aljamain Sterling. We got Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan. We're going crazy. Next weekend, we got Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. Now, I'm not crazy about this particular fight, but it's happening. You see Zen, he said, like, subscribe, comment, man. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. I got the link up. Y'all come in, man. Say y'all 2 pieces. We here all night. You already know, Fluencefridays, we go crazy with it. So I appreciate everybody hopping up in here. It's a good time. We got 5 minutes. Let's go. We still gonna go past this, but you know what I'm saying?
This fight.
5 minutes of the all access.
2.5 years into his trial by combat, Paul is already set to face his childhood idol. Not bad in the grand scheme. And yet, for some in his circle, that stretch of interviews, tapings, and promotions already feels old hat.
Hi.
Hi.
This is called All Access.
Hi, I'm Julia. Nice to meet you
They're
guys.
filming.
I've never seen you guys before.
Yeah, they're filming for that thing that I do on Saturdays.
Strip? You told me.
No, the thing before that, before the club, the boxing thing that I'm waking up.
Promoting? You have another man of.
Sometimes, man, when I watch shit like this, I'd be like, if anybody tries to tell you that there's a certain way to get money in this life, and that shit has to do with school, they're lying to you.
Fighting?
No, I'm getting in the ring this time.
You are?
Yeah, and they were like filming me.
Are you gonna win?
I don't know. I'm just gonna do my personal best.
What y'all think?
Did you miss me today?
God did.
Oh my god. Today.
What y'all think? Do you think there's a possibility that that was natural, or do you think that was rehearsed over a couple lines? And I don't have any problem with that. I'm just saying you have to make the best footage possible. Look, think about this. At the end of the day, just think about this. Of course, you're going to feel a certain type of way about everything that's going to be presented in front of you. But when the shit is just manufactured, it's put into place, I don't have a problem with it, but I will call it out because that's how I feel. But I still got respect for it at the end of the day. Look, I still think Jake Paul is doing some amazing things. He's making amazing strides. You know what I'm saying? He's absolutely putting a footprint when it comes to boxing. He's changing the game, as well as these other YouTube boxers. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all up in here because y'all on the YouTube boxing side of the game, but still, I'm going to call out the bullshit. So make sure y'all like, subscribe when you come up in here. We got Zen in the building. Look what's happening. We've been blessed. We've been blessed. What's happening with it, dog?
What's the deal, man?
How you feeling, bro? I don't know how much you caught and how you feeling about anything I've been saying, but if I've been wrong, if I've been right, what you think, nigga?
I've been watching the whole time. I was just watching the Denver Golden State game, so I wasn't trying to be all distracted and take.
Who's winning that right there? I bet you Denver's about to get that W.
Yeah, they up 3 with 13 seconds left.
Absolutely. Jamal Murray better than Stephen Curry and Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can touch anybody on that when it comes to Warriors. But
Jamal Murray didn't even play. Hasn't even been playing, bro.
That's the craziest part. So, look, but with that being said, when it comes to this particular topic, when it comes to Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, real quick before we go ahead and finish out this particular topic and we move on to Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora, we do got a little bit of the goodness, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to all access. But how do you feel about this fight? It's coming up next weekend. Do you feel like it's been under-promoted? Do you feel like it's been over-promoted? Do you feel like you're looking forward to this fight? Do you feel like it's bullshit? Just how do you feel about this fight in general? Just period.
Well, I want to first off say that whole last scene you just showed was the biggest cap I didn't see since Obama saying that he was gonna do something for black folks.
It was acting like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna do that thing on Saturday. I do. That's when I go to the club. But the other thing, oh my
That
god,
shit was fake to the motherfucker, nigga.
I never seen you guys before. Oh my gosh, are you gonna win? Like, bitch, where have you been?
How do
Then
I
you
know?
win, and
I was
not-
like, nigga, this is a guess. My nigga, I'm about to go in there. I'm gonna fight the nigga. Go ahead.
Like it'd been made sense if like this was just a random broad off the street. Like, all right, bet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or he just met this joint, like, you know, he's just talking to her, whatever. He just, you know,
That's
being
his
a
wifey,
fool.
though.
Bro, and she talking about, are you gonna win? Ew, your other thing on Saturday, like, are you that oblivious, girl? Ain't no way in hell. Like, he ain't no double agent. he ain't out here on some like what's his name? Liam Neeson. What's that movie?
Taken.
Taken. Yeah, he's not like on Taken. Like, you feel me? Where he gotta hide from his daughter that he really a cold ass motherfucker, but he just doing.
That's how they acting though, nigga. I'm like, it's like niggas don't know shit. Real quick, Herbert Mack, salute, Herbert Mock. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. Let me know if I'm saying your username right, bro. Wins the fight. We had 2 back-to-back questions on the same shit. It's next weekend. So if you're talking about Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, it's next Saturday. And that's coming from Anthony Urati. Hopefully, I'm saying the username right as well. When is the fight? At the same time, next weekend. And we are going to finish the All Access. We still have like 2 minutes left. We are going to finish that, but you know what I'm saying. But I do want to finish on. You go ahead, Zen, with your opinion on the particular fight.
I said it. I'm saying like he's just too old, bro. Like, or Ruiz, Ortiz.
So you think Jake? Because real quick, let me just paint this narrative, right? Anderson Silva, yes, he is an MMA legend, a mixed martial artist. He's not a boxer. But if you followed Anderson Silva, if you're aware of Anderson Silva, you understand that he came up in the boxing gym. He came up in the boxing ring. He was very heavy affiliated with boxing throughout his MMA career. A lot of his MMA career was all striking. You know what I'm saying? Now he's in boxing at a later age. So and he's fought guys, Julio Cesar Chavez, Tito Ortiz. I forgot the last dude he fought, but with that being the case, even though he is older, can you say all of that experience can somehow cancel out Jake Paul's ability of his youth and his perseverance to want to be the best?
Luis Ortiz versus Ruiz. Andy Ruiz 2.0. That's what we about to watch.
There it is. Okay.
Because if Ruiz would have fought Ortiz 3 years ago, what happened? It's over for that man.
He loses easy.
But since he got the man, what in the words of ringside, respectfully,
right side.
Right side. The man is 58 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I say in the words of him, I'm not gonna disrespect him. I'm gonna say he's 46.
Never that.
I'm gonna say he's 46, but I'm just saying he's old, man. Like Anderson Silva is 47 years old. He's knocking on 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only dude that we ever seen have success at such an old age is my boy George Foreman. And I don't care if y'all want to discredit his heavyweight championship. That's the only man we've seen at 45 years old go out and do something great at that age. Dan Henderson was on the cusp of doing something similar like that.
Should have won.
If he'd have just been able to finish that job in the 4th round, it'd have been over. But Bisping's heart.
Michael Bisping was on that bullshit. All right, let me say this. Okay, real quick. So I do want to say this. Anybody coming here, I got the name right, by the way. So, salute to you, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, show some love. I do want to do this. Let's go ahead and finish up this last couple of minutes of the All Access for Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, so we can discuss the last little bit of that, and then we can move on to the next topic. So we'll pull that up. Let's go ahead and finish this off right here. Pause.
Today is Jake and I's 3-year anniversary. I mean, if you told me 3 years ago I'd be sitting in this chair supporting Jake Paul as he gears up to fight Anderson Silva, I would literally be like, oh, am I ready for that? Probably not, but here I am. I miss you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fake
This is the most action we get in camp is washing our hands.
Bro, Wait a minute. Please pause it, Flu.
number
You
one
probably gonna
priority.
be mad at me. This hold on. And this is what we gonna do right here, because you ain't gonna hit us with no okie doke. You're not gonna hit us with the old spooty booty old. You're not gonna hit us with the boule or nothing like that. None of that bouillabaisse that y'all trying to throw in the sauce. All right. The fight's next week, my boy. Y'all not gonna hit us with nothing crazy, because at the end of the day, you can't tell me some bullshit that this is our 3-year anniversary, and they gonna act like, what do you do on Saturdays? Are you gonna win? You
But
just
wait,
act like
real quick, Zen, you know, you a little bit younger than me. So for me, I'm on the older nigga. I'm trying to be on the OD type shit. I'm like, he just a young nigga. He don't know. He feel like he in love, and that's, you know what I'm saying, forever and ever. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be mad at him.
I'm just saying, how can you be with somebody for 3 years? She just said she was so oblivious to kind of like what he does on Saturdays and what, and so clueless. And are you gonna win? And then gonna be like, if you would have told me 3 years ago that he would be fighting Anderson Silva, I'd be like, am I ready for this? Like, what? Who you fooling, girl? Your acting skills need to get. Hey, they should have did this take. They should have did. This is Showtime, baby. They could have got that better, boy. They're gonna be like, all right, cut. Let's be real.
Let me just say this in his defense, in his girl's defense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make it seem like everything is all good, but I'm just saying they young. This is how young motherfuckers be moving. I know it's like for him to have as much money as he has, I'm like, yo, like that's what, you know what I'm saying, us as regular niggas be doing. But that's, people don't be realizing it's like money, yeah. I'm like, it changed the situation, but it don't necessarily change the mindset. You still a young nigga when you a young nigga, regardless how much money you got. So you still gonna make young nigga decisions. And I be realizing that. There's some people who stand out outside of that box, but majority of people do. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He with baby girl. He feel like that's the one for him. You know what I'm saying? It might change for him in a couple years because he's still young. But as of right now, you know what I'm saying? He's letting her speak her mind. And you know what I'm saying? She's speaking her mind. And that's how she felt. I can't have no problems with it. Is that crazy?
It sounds like you trying to cover up her cap. There's no way in hell she ain't know that her
Well, you talking about if she ain't know the money was there. That's what you talking about. Because he had money before the fight.
She doesn't know that man boxes and that man has won all his fights.
Man, bitches be oblivious when it comes to that type of shit. Come on, man. You know that.
Bro, no. You don't become that oblivious, bro. You know
when he has that much money, I agree with that. When he got that much money, I agree with that.
Social media, I'm guarantee you right now, if I go to his social media and he has her tagged and I go to her page, I guarantee you she has over 100K followers. If that is the case, that means she's seen her man knock out Tyron Whitley. She's seen her man fight Nate Robinson, knock out Ben Ash. She didn't see it all.
She might be media trained then. We might got to give her the benefit real quick. Herbert said, hey, Floyd Mayweather was 40 when he beat Conor. 45 isn't that old, my God. Floyd's still healthy and ready. Anderson Silva is still young. 45 isn't old, my boy. Okay, real quick. Let me clarify real quick, Herbert. And you're absolutely right. I 100% agree with you. 45 is not that old in the respectable sport that the particular fighter or with the particular person we're talking about is in. So with that being said, Anderson Silva, yes, he has boxed all the entirety of his MMA career, but what's in? He hasn't necessarily been a boxer. So he always has to cater his particular skill set and what he's done to MMA. So what I'm saying is, like, I agree with you. I'm not saying being 40 is old in the sport of boxing. What I'm saying is being 40 plus in a sport that you have only had the same amount of fights as your respective opponent. Now we have to talk about the age, because we're acting as if we can just tag on. Okay, Anderson Silva fought this amount of fights, and he did. This is what he did in his MMA career, so it translates to the boxing career. Have we not learned that doesn't work that way? Or am I tripping?
My boy Mac, I'm gonna go ahead and go on the opposite of what this man is talking about.
Yeah, that's what I said, nigga. You're pointing the wrong way, nigga. I was like, is there somebody else here, nigga? Let me know.
It is. The Lord is here. Anyway.
Absolutely. Hallelujah. Go
ahead. Anyway, first of all, don't compare Floyd Mayweather to Anderson Silva. One.
Okay.
Especially in this respective sport, because that's like saying Floyd is all of a sudden going to go to MMA right now and he's going to fight, I don't know, one of the guys that are up and coming Or
He's
I
talking
don't know.
about he wants a
somebody-
Conor McGregor fight in MMA, but you know what I'm saying?
That
We'll leave
ain't
that.
something he want. Anyway, my point is Anderson Silva is 147. So you gotta add 2 more years onto that man age. 2, when Floyd fought Conor, Floyd was only 1 year removed from the sport until he came back. So he really wasn't fully retired. And let's be honest, Floyd, regardless if you hate him, you love him, you want him to die, you want him to live. Man is top 5 boxers of all time in any weight class. That's a fact. This man went undefeated. Has probably top 3 resumes of all time. It is what it is. So my point in that being, you're fighting somebody in a Conor McGregor where you're fighting a defensive fighter. Anderson Silva is not necessarily a defensive fighter. He has great head movement and he can move and whatever, but his defense is really not stout. And if you
talk about it, a lot of people don't want to say it. A lot of people mistake head movement and being able to be evasive of certain punches and being a counter puncher. They mistaken that as being a very good defensive fighter. That's a very good point, Zane. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The same thing is like dudes that can get steals on defense in basketball, but they're not a good defender, aka James Harden. James Harden averaged 1.8, 1.92 steals a game, but everybody knows if they watch basketball, James Harden not locking up nobody.
And people would never connect that. That's why it's like people. It's funny how people don't. But go ahead. I'm sorry. That's why. Why do you think you see a lot of basketball players enjoying boxing and boxing players enjoying basketball? Like, it's not as different as people think if you really are able to use your mind. Go ahead. And you did it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he doesn't have good defense. Floyd had the shoulder roll on a lot. And only reason he switched it up for that fight is to make it more even playing field. Because if he would have shoulder rolled Conor McGregor would have had way more thrown punches and a lot less landed punches. But he came with the traditional style blocking. And you know what I'm saying?
All right. So real quick, I don't want to we're gonna answer this Victor XD. He said he did say Oliveira Makachev. We're gonna answer that, but real quick, let's talk about what's in the building. What's good, my brothers? We're good with it. Let's talk about it. Salute to you, bruh. Hit the like button, show some love. But Herbert did respond. He said the age is similar. That's it. So he's basically saying he's just referencing the age. He's saying because of the age being similar, that's why we can possibly expect a similar outcome. Is that? Am I wrong about that,
Hey,
Herbert?
I'll make a great point right now. LeBron right now at 38, the same LeBron at 31 years old.
No, I don't agree with you there. Absolutely not.
Oh, but I'm asking because that's the same thing as Anderson Silva at 47, the same Anderson Silva at 40.
Absolutely
so
not. Not even close.
Yes.
So
that's
okay. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're agreeing because I'm like he keeps saying Floyd was 40. Well, 40 ain't 47. Now Floyd 2 years from now was like I'm gonna fight Conor McGregor. That's a whole another fight now.
And this isn't necessarily saying that you're too old to do something. What we're saying,
I'm not saying Anderson Silva's not gonna give him some smoke in there. I'm just saying as far as just like opposing that will and having that stamina.
Yeah, but the big difference is like Anderson Silva isn't a natural boxer. Floyd's boxed all his life. It's like I feel like that's the difference. It's like Floyd can be 40, he can be 50 and box somebody who necessarily hasn't done as long as him and do absolutely amazing and be confident in it. Anderson Silva has the same amount of fights in boxing professionally as Jake Paul, or less, or one fight more. Like that, we have to consider that. We have to talk about that. That is relevant. It doesn't matter what he's done in MMA. He's fighting in boxing now. You can acknowledge things. You can say, "Oh, he has a better chance at certain situations." Oh, yes, he has been trained his entire life. Yes, he's been able to put himself in certain positions and dire consequences where he has to, get a W regardless of whatever ends up happening. Yes, I can acknowledge that. I can respect that. But at the end of the day, he is not a boxer. He's what, 4-1, 3-1, whatever the case may be. Let's talk about it. I don't see as a boxer, I believe Paul will win. So let's talk about it. Said he doesn't think Jake Paul will win. And then Herbert said, wait, how old is he? 45, right? Anderson Silva is 47. Anderson Silva, yes, 47. And Floyd is
45.
Can't compare the two. It doesn't matter. Like I'm like, that's my big point. We can't compare the two because Floyd is fighting boxing his entire life.
Well, also you can't compare the two.
Fighting boxing fights. Go ahead.
One, like Flu said, is fighting a guy that really has nothing to lose if he loses this fight, but everything to gain. Versus Floyd's fighting guys that have no shot in the whole universe to beat him. Every exhibition fight Floyd has fought since he's retired, since the Conor fight, has never put him in danger. Ever.
Make sure I hit the like button. But
Go
go
ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, even the Conor fight, I know you was trying to make it seem like that wasn't an easy beat, but that was so easy for Floyd. It was so easy, and it's crazy because me and Flu was watching in the first 4 rounds. I remember he was like, Conor's winning. Conor's giving Floyd that work. Conor probably is going to pull this off. After the 4th round, Floyd really just started putting on a boxing masterclass on that man. Man wasn't even hitting it. I remember in the 9th round, or was it the 10th round, when he finally had the ref call it, he hit that man, me and Flu counted. It was like 20 consecutive landed punches in a row. Everything he threw was landing on that man's face. I was like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to say that you're wrong, Herbert, but I'm just saying 47 fighting somebody 25 is different from somebody 40 fighting somebody that's what Conor was 28 at the time or 29. I think he was like late 20s.
He was 29.
Yeah, so it's like that's very different. You know what I mean? Now, if Floyd was 45 and he fought Conor at 29, that could have been a whole different fight. You know what I'm saying? I think if Floyd really just stuck to his defensive principles, he probably can get the unanimous decision, but it would have been very, very, very tough, in my opinion. But fighting him at 40 when he still, had a lot left in the tank, he just chose to retire because of his family and he promised his kids. You know what I'm saying? He came back for the money because what they make, like Floyd made 250 mil or something, and Conor made 110 mil or something like that. Some crazy numbers.
No, I'm telling you, I agree with everything that you're saying right now. A lot of people won't even see it that way. And it's like I agree with let's talk about it to an extent. Y'all bear with me for some reason. You know what I'm saying? XP don't want to show me no love right now. Let's talk about that. Hit the like button. It's 18, only 9 like. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, none of y'all hitting the like button. I don't understand. And we're going through like, you know what I'm saying? Zen dropping crazy knowledge. It's first time Zen, man. Zen coming in, not the first time, but I'm like, Zen coming in with the crazy knowledge. He feeling passionate about the situation. He like, man, y'all disrespecting the whole entire situation. This, that. We ain't finished. We got like what? We got like 1 minute and 30 seconds left of the Jake Paul.
Finish it, and then we'll get to these comments.
All right, let's go ahead. Let me.
I know, man. Hit the like button.
We really got 5 minutes left of the Jake Paul access. It's crazy because it's really only a 27-minute video. We an hour and 17 minutes in. That shows we really big down shit. That's why y'all got to show love. That's why y'all got to, you know what I'm saying, hit the like button. Friday night, y'all chilling. Y'all just came from wherever y'all came back, the club, whatever the case may be, fucking with the hoes. Let's talk about it. Don't forget when he was fighting MMA later in his career, he got knocked the fuck out, if I'm not mistaken. Who are you talking about? What are you talking about? I must have missed something. Who are you talking about? For some reason, I was about to say James Tony.
You gotta be talking about Silva. But I don't remember Silva getting knocked out.
Yeah, no. Silva never came back. Silva's never retired and then came back in MMA fight. He's been consistently fighting. He's had leg injuries. That's happened.
Is he talking about Conor? I don't know.
God's never been on. Let me know. Let's talk about drop it.
Justin Poirier made that man go to sleep.
But knocked out is different though. That's crazy.
He did knock him out. That man was like this. Remember, that's why Conor McGregor made that NyQuil chain.
That's a good point.
I mean,
all right, but here we go. The last 5 minutes. Paul versus Silva, access episode. Oh, he ended up saying. Herbert said, I like the stream. Appreciate you, bro. Stand trying to show me no love right now. The talk about Zen's coming tonight. Let's go. Keep hitting him with it. They come with the fire right now because I'm like the Xfinity, it ain't showing them. It's showing me no love right now. So let me know if shit looking crazy while I'm playing this, because I won't. It's not necessary.
It will always be his safety in the ring. Making sure he is financially secure will always be his second priority. And so I know that I'm third, and that's tough. You know, tough mindset to be in as a partner, but you have to be willing to like put your feelings in the back, and you can't be selfish because this kid's
Fuck this bitch
clearly
talking
gearing up
about.
to go to war.
I do so many things, but boxing is always the priority because my life is on the line. If I were to lose, that would be pretty bad.
God give me this power to fight, you know. I training for special mission, and I'm never fail in my mission.
I think once I beat Anderson Silva, some of the people that I really want to fight, like the big names, they're gonna like look at me sideways and be like, oh wait, maybe he is serious about fighting me, and maybe we can make that happen in the next couple of years. Canelo, McGregor.
You have to be willing to like put your feelings in the back, and you can't be selfish because this kid's clearly gearing up to go to war.
I do so many things, but boxing is always the priority because my life is on the line. If I were to lose, that would be pretty bad.
God give me this power to fight, you know. I training for special mission.
Real quick, Zen. We got 3 minutes left on the all access video for Silva versus Paul. How do you feel? You think Silva's taking this fight seriously? Do you think we might have a close fight on the hands? Or you think Paul is gonna wipe him out? Like, how do you feel about the situation? Before we end the video, the next topic.
Oh, my game turned off. But anyway, before I answer that, did she say she's trying to help him stay financial secure? Is that what I heard her say?
Absolutely.
How would she be able to do that? This
Come
man
on,
is the
nigga.
money man. That's the
Stay
cash.
She the one that's gonna show the love.
I don't know how that's making her how that's gonna help him stay financially secure. But anyway, I think he's taking it serious. I'm like, you don't get this far in the fight game taking stuff not serious. You feel me? He's going into a sport that he's never really trained his whole life. So it's like I hope he wouldn't go in there with a cockiness that he doesn't have to prepare, especially seeing that Tyron Whitley, somebody, I don't know, 10 years younger than him, got knocked out. Why you keep rewinding?
My food's about to pull up, so I want to make sure I got enough time where I'm not gone that long.
This guy is crazy.
Well, my first order, I was supposed to have my food when my first shit got canceled. That's what it is. So anybody who ain't came in here and ain't seen the earlier version of it, I'm rewinding for you. This is gonna be the end of the all access for Paul versus Silva if y'all coming in for that. So we're gonna have our final discussions on this final little take right here between me and Zen. And we're gonna move on to the next topic when it comes to Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora for their face off. So make sure y'all get this in, y'all pay attention, y'all watch this when you're in here, like button, show some love. You already know what it is. Let's talk about it. It is with I'm going with Silva though. You got Anderson Silva. That's how let's talk about it, feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and join. I'll make sure I hit the like button, show some love. I'm gonna be right back in like a couple minutes. You already know what it is. We'll go ahead and hit up this the all access. Yeah.
Am I ready for that? Probably not, but here I am.
I miss you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is the most action we get in camp is washing our hands together.
Jake's number one priority will always be his safety in the ring. Making sure he is financially secure will always be his second priority. And so I know that I come third, and that's tough. It's a tough mindset to be in as a partner. You have to be willing to like put your feelings in the back, and you can't be selfish because this kid's really gearing up to go to war.
I do so many things, but boxing is always the priority because my life is on the line. If I were to lose, that would be pretty bad.
God give me this power to fight, I train for mission. I never fail a mission.
I think once I beat Anderson Silva, some of the people that I really want to fight.
Real quick, can I say something? Y'all hear me? Salute to the people, man. By the way, make sure I hit the like button. Show some love. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, the Xfinity showing me some love. If y'all can hear me right now, I just got my food. I didn't know Javante Davis was on the Uber Eats side of the game. I just got my food delivered by Javante Davis. That was crazy. I'm telling you, it was Javante Davis. That nigga really delivered my food. That was crazy. Let's talk about that close fight. Paul's the favorite, but I'm always. He said I'm always going black. That's funny to the motherfucker. Hey man, we encourage all jokes. Go ahead. Let's just finish this up.
Like the big names, they're gonna like look at me sideways and be like, "Oh wait, maybe he is serious about fighting me, and maybe we can make that happen in the next couple of years." Canelo, McGregor.
Whatever one makes of Jake Paul, the soul of his sweet science pursuit is lost on his skeptics.
October 29th, people are going to see me outbox one of the greatest strikers in MMA history.
There's a purity involved, a baseline of work ethic and sacrifice. As Paul plays catch-up, he shares this fighting spirit with his accomplished opponent.
Isn't that a crazy statement? You like, you're gonna see me Saturday night outbox the greatest striker in MMA history. Like, how am I supposed to take that statement? Like, yeah, you're gonna be the MMA legend, but you're gonna beat him in a sport that he doesn't compete in. It's like a double entendre or like an oxymoron or it's like blasphemy. It's like it doesn't make any sense. It's like, how are we gonna brag about being someone who's the best striker in a sport? That's not the sport y'all fight.
Nothing intimidates this man. Nothing scares this man. He's a champion.
Anderson Silva is an icon, 47 years young. MMA career effectively over, and yet he too cannot stop fighting.
It's not my time to stop. Maybe one day I wake up and say, you know what? It's done. But not right now. I'm not ready for that.
What connects two men also makes boxing so relatable. Danger is part of the gig. But true fighters don't care if they're experts or experienced.
Jake Paul exterminates the spider.
This fight is very important to my legacy. It's so important for me to challenge myself.
On Saturday, October 29th in Glendale, Arizona, two men will do what calls to them, regardless of risk or looming embarrassment.
I know I could become a world champion. I'm basically like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly every year.
Fists will fly because neither wants to fight. Both must.
Shit. Anderson Silva don't gotta do shit. Excuse me.
Saturday, October 29th,
Neither Jake Paul.
The problem child Paul will face the legend Anderson Spider Silva, only on pay-per-view.
Look, y'all. Excuse me, man. I got my allergies going crazy. But look, I actually want to highlight this particular comment coming from Victor when he said, I don't think people are hyped for the fight. I agree with you. I don't think this is a big fight. And I was kind of saying this in the beginning of the stream when I was talking about it. And I was saying, like, this is a fight that, okay, yeah, I'll tune in for, I'll watch, but it's not necessarily something I'm really looking forward to because there's so much shit when it comes to hardcore boxing, when it comes to boxing fights that's happening outside of this that I got to pay attention to. And it's like the Jake Paul, this YouTube shit is like, if you're not in the YouTube space anymore, if you're really trying to be in a space where it's like, okay, we talking about, we just talking about being in this in the hardcore boxing aspect of everything. It's like I can't really look at it in the same scenario. Like, it's different to me. And it's like, I'm not trying to cap. I'm excited for the fight. There's a reason why I'm doing this stream. There's a reason why a lot of people are in here right now, because you can't deny the fact that Jake Paul still brings a certain awareness to the sport of boxing that a lot of people, that a lot of other boxers don't bring. People are paying attention. even if he is fighting someone like Anderson Silva, where excuse me, we can criticize his age. We can criticize, okay, yeah, he has the same experience as Jake Paul, but he's a lot older when it comes to this particular sport, not MMA, not combat sports, but I'm just talking about boxing, period. Like, all these things are something that we can criticize. All these things are something that we can talk about. All these things are something that we can pay attention to. But at the end of the day, we are going to tune in. And that's what matters. That's all that really everything comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Show me some love, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're not part of Black Goose TV family. But tell me I'm wrong. And if I am wrong, man, hit it in the comment section, man. I'm not scared, man. Y'all already know, man. I got the link, everything. The link there, you feel me? Y'all can join up in here if you got something to say to disagree with me. But I'm like, none of this shit is different. I'm like, all this shit is orchestrated. All this shit is put together into a sense where, as much as I think Anderson Silva has a very good possibility of being able to showcase his skills, at the end of the day, Jake Paul is on a trajectory where the position making a lot of money, brother, because of a different aspect. They're bringing YouTube boxing into the serious boxing world. That's the difference between Paul and other YouTube boxers. Bringing it into the world, bringing it into the real market. That's a fact. Y'all, excuse me, man. Xfinity ain't showing me no love. It's all good. Y'all hit that like button.
All I gotta say, I don't know who Bud smashed wife or girlfriend or side chick or what, but the way they try to paint the narrative of this man, you think he did something crazy, boy. The hate he get is retarded, man. That don't make no sense to me.
You say you talking about Bud?
I mean, everybody on Twitter, man, I've seen it, man. I refrain
Well,
from
he about to
commenting.
fight. He's fighting this. He's fighting before the end of the year. He's fighting Abby Sanin.
I saw a lot of stuff on
niggas in their feelings. Niggas eating chips and eating cake. You know what I'm saying? Getting bellies. You feel me? They mad because their favorite fighter ain't fighting their least favorite fighter. You feel me?
I'm just saying, I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter, and I've refrained from commenting.
Soft ass, cake ass niggas.
I wanted to comment, but I was like, nah. But some people were making good points, and I was like, I'm glad y'all seen that. Because they was basically saying what I was saying, I'm like, y'all making it seem like Bud is dodging him when they was giving out contracts of like 65-35. Like,
that shit has been exposed. That shit just been exposed. That shit been extra. And like, niggas just don't be paying no attention. It's like niggas want to see what they want to see. Niggas want to be able to put in front of them what they want to put in front of them. Niggas want to be able to, like, okay, if this works, this was work. It's like everybody knows what the case is. When you look at Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, it's not happening. It has nothing to do with the Terrence Crawford side. The nigga does not have a legitimate promoter. You know what I'm saying? He's really just himself. He's willing to take a smaller percentage. If the fight's not happening, it don't got nothing to do with Terrence Crawford. He's flexing on Errol Spence saying, you telling me I don't want to fight you. Why am I fighting out of your son? You're going to say because I'm scared? Come on, man. To that point, that skill level, you get scared of shit. If you really pay attention, niggas is testing everything. Like, come on, man. As long as the bag is there, we going to get it. Don't be extra.
It's just crazy to me, just the hate he gets. I'm just like, man, they lucky he didn't go fight Charlo. That's what they lucky he didn't go do.
Niggas be just mad extra. Okay, let me say this because I'm like, the next topic, it's gonna be topic we're gonna. Damn, I spelled episode wrong in the title. It's all good. But I'm like, the next topic we're gonna get into is gonna be Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora press conference. Before we get into that, I'll let you go ahead. Whatever last words you want to say, whatever last things you want to say, if you have in your mind, express to the people because I want you to go ahead and go do a little bathroom break.
You didn't spell episode wrong, did you?
No, no, I did. I put E at the end.
There's an E episode.
I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't feel my rights to the mind. But talk your shit. I'll be right back.
It's crazy. What's up with y'all, though, man? If y'all in here, man, drop a like. We're gonna get into this. I'm guessing he wants to talk about this Tyson Fury, man. I want to let y'all know about Bud, dog. He's not running from no damn Earl Spence, man. Y'all acting like Earl is just one of the baddest mans on the planet. Like he's cold for sure, but it's like y'all act like he the baddest man on the planet. Y'all act like he's like Deontay Wilder of the division or something, and everybody afraid of him. Like, man, he ain't knocked out nobody in his last fights. I mean, Ugas, he did give Ugas work, but it's like, come on, man. Ugas shouldn't even been there, man. He fought a Pacquiao that was gonna retire regardless, way past his prime. You know what I mean? And the stylistic matchup for Pacquiao was just terrible. Ugas was taller, he had a good jab, and he just followed that up the whole fight. And he just ended up, giving Pacquiao that work. But let's not act like Earl before Ugas, that man had not knocked anybody else out besides what Kell Brook was his last person after that. He didn't knock out Mikey. He didn't knock out Danny. He didn't knock out Sean. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't knock out. Who else did he fight? He fought somebody else. I feel like I'm missing somebody. But he ain't knocked out nobody in the 147 division. And he's been there for a long, long time. As soon as Bud came up, everybody he's fought has gotten knocked out. So I just don't understand what the narrative is that Crawford is afraid of Earl when he's knocked out everybody he's fought. You're afraid of somebody when you have to go to every decision, and you got pillow hands and how they want to call Devin Haney Mr. Pillow Hands and all that. But Devin wouldn't be afraid of nobody neither, because Devin Haney can box. When you can box, you're not afraid. And the fact that Terrence Crawford is one of the best switch hitters in the game, if not the best switch hitter in the game, that's somebody you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be more afraid of him than somebody that's just one stance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody can go southpaw. Who has Earl Spence beat that's a southpaw? Name me one southpaw that Earl Spence has beat that's on the level of Terrence Crawford. You can't do it.
Let's talk about Crawford said he's been trying to get a fight with him, agreed to all the BS, and he's just been dragging their feet. And he told both of them that he's going to fight by the end of the year. Andrew Earl said, "Love seeing the consistency of this channel. It's absolutely much love to you, Andrew L. First time you commented, man. Appreciate you, bro. You already know consistency on another level." Then speaking in facts, y'all better be careful. Then come with the bombs, man. We're gonna have to wait till we had the soundboard, man. Let's talk about said white dominant. All those fights to me, it was clear wins. All right, I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay, y'all got racing to it. Okay, y'all going crazy with it. Now much love to the people, man. For real.
Terrence Crawford's a beast. He ain't afraid of nobody in that division, nor the 154 division. He want that Carlos smoke. I'm sure I don't want that.
Okay. I ain't got no problem with talking about any of the things that you're talking about. I just want to say this right now. We are going to get into the next topic of Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora.
Only reason I went into that topic because you was gone.
I hit that like button. Go ahead, Zen.
You gonna give me the floor? I'm gonna switch up the shit. You right?
No, you do whatever you want to do, man. I ain't got no problem with it, man. I got nothing but love for it.
Why can't I get the damn tip every time he get the tip? That's crazy.
Pause. Yeah, I was about to say, damn. They have some context behind that.
Maybe
all right,
not.
so look,
he has knocked out 22 people. Bud knocked out 29. That's my point. The man went up 3 different weight classes and knocked out more people than him. How?
That's the biggest point. No, nigga, that's what that's my main point too, though. That's the biggest point. Is like Bud's supposed to be the smaller motherfucker, and he knocking out more niggas. You know what I'm saying? He's coming up here with more power. So I was at the case.
And he's knocked out more niggas in the weight class that Earl Spence is normally at. Come on now. What are we talking about here?
That's a fact. But niggas would be like, okay, he ain't fight nobody that's really supposed to be that person because, you know what I'm saying, they not with PBC.
That man Earl got
his resume ain't shit. Think about this. Real quick, Zen. Like, think about this. Think about how Deontay Wilder's name was just being crazily slandered, and it still is, but it's like niggas people are kind of starting to turn like, oh, well, Deontay Wilder's kind of good because it makes Tyson Fury look better. You notice that? It don't got nothing to do with Deontay Wilder getting his flowers. It's more so like, oh, we'll make Tyson Fury look better, so he really that nigga. So I'm like, that should be trash to me, bro. I'm like, I don't really be liking how that be going.
Bro. Crawford is knocking out way more niggas than Spence, and he's supposed to be bigger, stronger, has the harder punches. It's all blue blood to me. All y'all Earl Spence fans out there, y'all sound crazy when y'all speak.
Y'all hit that like button.
That's y'all narrative.
Don't worry
That's
about
y'all
that.
narrative.
They don't like that shit. They don't like hearing that.
They
Don't be
also
talking
don't wanna
about
hear-
us.
They also don't want to hear about that they man's is really
I'm
ducking
a
smoke.
fan of Spence. Don't be talking shit, nigga.
And got Al Heyman out here.
You don't understand boxing. You're against boxing. If you don't like Spence, you don't like Deontay Wilder. If you don't like Spence, you don't like Sean Porter. If you don't like Spence, you against PBC and Al Heyman. You a hater.
Man, ain't nobody against nobody, man. None of those promoters not doing nothing.
Talk about it. Andrew L said Wilder East. Okay, he said Wilder easy over Ruiz. That's what he meant to say. Easy over Ruiz. What you think about that? He's basically saying Wilder. He's basically saying Wilder can easily beat Ruiz. That's the possibility.
Bro, anybody besides if that last name ain't Theory, it's a dub in Wilder's column. The fact that he hit that man Alenius with a half full punch, that's all I needed to see.
All right, okay, so let me ask you this. If Wilder versus Ruiz will be made next, and then supposedly Tyson Fury versus, well, that's actually for sure. Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora is supposed to be happening next. Do you think the winner of both is going to fight each other? Do you think Anthony Joshua could come into play?
It's crazy because Anthony Joshua was in a. Where did he go? This nigga gonna leave me and ask me a question. I'm gonna wait to answer that question until he come back. All y'all in the chat though, man, please like and subscribe the video. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. If you got some people out there that want good content, good fight, analysts during the fights. Oh damn, that's an analyst. Brian crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want all that good stuff, man. Y'all peep it onto our channel, man. We be covering all the games. We be covering well, I don't want to say all the games, but we cover games. We be covering all the sporting events as far as boxing. Sometimes I don't be joining if it's a week fight. Flu sometimes will do it depending on who tells them to or whatever. But yeah. But answering your question, Anthony Joshua is in a weird state right now because it's like the people that he could potentially fight all have fights that make more sense in the time frame. Like it might not seem like Ruiz is a good fight, but you got to remember Ruiz has that Mexican crowd. He has the whole Mexico as a country behind him. So it's like people will pay to watch him versus a Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of good turnout with the Ortiz fight. I didn't think that fight was going to get that much traction, but it got a lot more traction than I would have assumed.
So fighting Wilder versus Ortiz, both fights.
But I'm just saying, if I'm
Andy
Wilder,
Ruiz is an attraction. Like Andy Ruiz beating Anthony Joshua really made him into a pay-per-view star, regardless of whatever happens.
But my point is, I'm saying fighting Ruiz next for Wilder is more. Him fighting Joshua right now won't get the money.
You talking about Andy Ruiz? Are you talking about Wilder or Andy Ruiz?
I'm saying if Wilder fight Joshua right now, I feel like it will be like if Joshua. See, that's what I'm saying. It's all about Joshua though, who he fights next. Because Wilder, if he fights Ruiz, he's gonna get the bag. They both gonna get a good bag from that because it's gonna be a lot of people wanting to tune into that, and they're gonna say that Ruiz's power and his gust of punches are gonna wear down Wilder, and Wilder, you know what I'm saying, might not be able to sustain that, right? But we all seen what Ortiz was kind of doing to him at the age of 47. So, with that being said,
go ahead. What's good with it? We got Dub in the building. What's good with it, Dub? Right side. Go ahead. What's your response to what Zen's saying? You know, Zen's always coming with the fire.
Man, you know Zen. And salute you, man. Flu, what's going on, bro? Zen, my brother, once again, much love to both of y'all. Zen, I got a lot of smoke for you in what you just said, bro. A lot of smoke for you.
You already know Dub got something.
Ain't no way you could tell me that a Ruiz fight. Did you say Ruiz?
Yeah, Ruiz, Andy Ruiz.
So you telling me Ruiz Wilder is bigger than AJ Wilder?
Right now, yeah. I'm not saying that fight won't be big. I'm just saying at the point right now, you got to remember Ruiz has
Real quick,
momentum
I
behind
apologize.
him.
I hold on. I gotta call y'all right back. My bad. I'll be right back, bro.
What? You gotta make that right there, boy.
Go ahead. All right, so Doug
He
gonna
had
be right
smoke
back.
for
He
me.
probably had to get his shit right.
That boy
Let's
said he
talk
had
about
smoke for
said.
me, and his smoke alarm is broke.
Let's talk about it. Said that was his sparring partner though. Great hit, and I love Wilder, but that wasn't his. That was inspiring. His partner. Oh, okay, I see. That was his sparring partner though. Great hit, and I love Wilder, but that was his sparring partner. Let's just be honest. So he's basically saying, to an extent, he's kind of downplaying what Deontay Wilder did. He's basically saying, yo, that was a sparring partner. He's been in the ring with him numerous times. You know, outside of an actual fight, they train together. They know each other's best moves. They know how to counter each other. They know what they're looking for. He went on to say also, let's talk about it. Said Anthony Joshua is a bum to me. He can't win the big fight, mediocre fights. Yes, big fights staged too big. So I think he's basically saying he won't fight. The stage too big for the big fights, but the mediocre fights will. How do you feel about that, Zen?
Well, that's very disrespectful to Anthony Joshua because he has had big fights and he's won them. I mean, he beat Klitschko, regardless if y'all want to say he was old or whatever. He beat Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? He beat a Dillian White twice. He beat a Joseph Parker when he was undefeated and he had all that buzz behind him. You know what I'm saying? He's had big fights and he's won it. He beat Andy Ruiz the second time. So it's like, let's not act like he ain't had fights that he didn't win. Now, if you want to say against, quote unquote, the better boxer in the matchup, or, quote unquote, maybe the skill level's a little bit better or whatever, he hasn't won those fights. But let's be honest, Usyk's undefeated. It's not like he lost to somebody that, was just lucky to be there type shit. You know what I mean? Like he lost to a worthy opponent because not too many people can beat Usyk. Only people I see beating Usyk is either Fury or Wilder, to be real with you. Everybody else loses. And that's just my humble opinion. So when you're looking at Joshua's problem is now that, oh shit, Braun just slammed on me.
Pause.
No, I don't know how that's a pause. He slammed on me. That has no correlation to anything. I think he just over. To me, that's a reach right there. You gotta hit that, boy. You gotta hit that. All right, he ain't making no shots. But when it comes to Joshua, he's just in a certain position right now because that knockout changed him for maybe not the better. You know what I'm saying? He probably has that AB effect where it's like now when he's going into these fights, he's being more cautious instead of letting his hands go. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to not let that happen again to him. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
say this real quick. Andrew L said Joshua always duck Wilder, especially now he doesn't want to lose. I want to salute to John Jerome Payton with the lightning bolts. They showing love. So I want to appreciate everybody who came up in here, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the family. Show some love. You already know. Zen come in, you know what I'm saying, with the craziest opinions. You know what I'm saying? He never holds back. He says what he got to say. A lot of times he's wrong. A lot of times, wait, let me finish. A lot of times he's wrong. A lot of time I'm right. That's just how it goes. So,
boy sound like Skip.
Talking shit.
Boy sound like Skip. Skip.
Let me live. Let me live. Let me live.
What
on side again.
But of course he's up, bro. Eddie Hearn knew not to fight Wilder because he knew that would have ended his hype train, Tyson Fury's hype train earlier than expected, right? Can we all agree to that?
Yeah, I'll give you that, yo.
So with that being said, you can't really fault Joshua because even though he says he wants that fight, he's not the promoter. So he cannot make that fight unless the promoter agrees to promote the fight, right?
So also too, it has to be suggested by Joshua himself. It has to be implemented. It has to be put into place.
Remember,
it has to be made. Go ahead.
But we've seen him multiple fights after he's won fights, and he said publicly that he wanted Wilder next. It's specifically after he beat Ruiz. He said, "Bring on Wilder, bring on everybody."
Or Fury. He said he wanted Fury too. Can I ask you this? Is Joshua the biggest fraud in the heavyweight division currently out of everybody, or is Fury? Because we've seen Fury retire. Remember, I told you we're gonna see Fury versus Derek Chisora before the end of the year, right? I said that. That's what we're
You also
happening. That's
said
what's
that Bud
happening. That's what we're
Crawford
getting.
You also said Bud Crawford and
Errol Spence was not going to happen before the end of this year. And a lot of people were saying, I can't wait for it to happen in November. I said, I don't believe it till I see it. Is it happening? No, he's fighting Adesanya. Y'all respect me. I'm Fluence. I'm saying it ain't wrong. Fuck it. But I'm telling the truth. Make sure if y'all in here, hit the like button.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Will Smith said this from day one, and he did. He told the truth. That's why he slapped Chris Rock. His truth was his hand, was his palm. So I'm like, with that being the case, I'm trying to let y'all know right now.
Fury's a fraud. What makes you say Fury's a fraud?
I'm not saying Fury's a fraud. What I'm saying is you should expect Fury to act like he's the king because he is the king. Deontay Wilder, like y'all can criticize Deontay Wilder as much as you want, but it's Tyson Fury and it's Deontay. So for y'all to keep what have I been saying from day one? What's the biggest fight in heavyweight? Everyone wants to say it's everything other than what? What I say? Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 4. That's the biggest fight in heavyweight division right now. It's not no Tyson Fury versus AJ. It's not Deontay Wilder versus AJ. Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Usyk versus Deontay Wilder. No, it's Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 4. I've been saying this. And they both know that.
So what's your point?
My point is, at the end of the day, I want to respect Anderson Silva for taking this fight against Jake Paul. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm going to watch the fight. I don't have no problem against it. I think it's actually a respectable fight. I think it's going to go. I'm actually not going to predict anything. Maybe till, you know what I'm saying, we get a little bit closer to the fight. But I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm happy I was reminded of it. I wasn't thinking about it at all. I'm going to be 100 with you. The promotion behind it is definitely not where it should be. It's definitely under promoted. I really don't see this getting more than maybe like 200,000 pay-per-view buys, and they'll be lucky if they get that, which will not be a good look for Jake Paul, but it's going to be a good time. So with that being said, we can move on to the Tyson Fury shit. You got anything you want to say? Last words on that?
Boy.
Huh?
So you never finished your point.
In reference to what?
Why Fury's a fraud and why AJ is a fraud. If he's the biggest fraud, you started and you just got off topic talking about some damn Jake Paul.
That makes sense for me. But the reason why I was probably most likely saying that they was both the frauds because when it comes to Tyson Fury is because I feel like he should be in a position where he should be fighting someone obviously that we were expecting him to fight. That's it. I'm like, everyone was looking at me crazy. No one was clicking on my fight. It's gonna be my video saying, "Oh, this is the only YouTuber. This is the only YouTuber nobody knows about who's talking about Tyson Fury fighting Derek Chisora before the end of the year. Everyone else wants to talk about Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua." And I said, like, look, if what makes the most sense is this. So that's really just my whole point.
Who, and let's be real, maybe besides Usyk, who knows the most about? Ooh, that's a nice done. Who knows the most about boxing in the heavyweight division? Who you feel like is the most knowledgeable as far as
none of that matters. I'm like, it comes down to money.
Just answer the question.
Comes down to money.
Who do you feel like is the most knowledgeable on how the game goes and what is what?
You saying outside of Fury in the heavyweight division?
So would you agree it would be Fury?
You're saying outside of Fury in the heavyweight division or outside of Usyk?
Not outside. I'm saying it could be whoever you feel like it is. Who is it? Who would you feel like has the most boxing understanding, know-how?
Either Usyk or Fury.
Okay,
it'll be tied on my top.
Let's go with Fury, right? That's who I wanted you to say. Fury understands that nobody else matters. Joshua does not matter. Usyk does not matter because he knows the biggest fight in the heavyweight division is Wilder. So that's why he's fighting these tomato cans in his, no disrespect to DeJour or Dillian White, but it's like those dudes are tomato cans compared to a Andy Ruiz or Deontay Wilder or a George Joyce. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not challenging himself. Why? Because he knows, okay, all I have to do is make sure Wilder has his opponents. He knocks out Ruiz. He gets his resume more up so I can go and say I beat one of the best heavyweights. Fury knows that Wilder is one of the best heavyweights to lace them gloves up. He knows he's probably on the same level as Lennox Lewis in them terms, right? And if he gets that Usyk fight next, which is supposed to be his mandatory, and he beats Usyk, that would even further the conversation that Wilder's one of the best heavyweights to ever do it. But that would make
Maybe.
his
I don't
legacy
know. I
even
think you capping
better.
a little bit when it comes to a lot of shit you saying. Make sure I hit the like button when you
What am
come
I
here. But I think
capping?
you capping on a lot of shit you saying, man.
What am I capping on? Explain.
I just think I'm like you trying to give a little bit too much credit to motherfuckers who ain't really got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really that good.
Who's not good?
I think talking about Fury. Like Fury is a beast. He's on top, but I don't want to even get there because I'm like, a lot of y'all niggas gonna come at me crazy. Like, oh, you saying Fury this, that. I'm like,
speak your mind. Don't be afraid. I'm
not afraid. I'm like in the concept or in the context that we have in front of us. It just is what it is. Like I get what the question marks is. You know what I'm saying?
I
feel
saying,
how
look,
people was feeling.
You've already told me, Flu, and this is coming from your mouth. You said
Go
that
ahead.
Fury's one of the best heavyweights to ever do it. Is that not what you told me?
I believe that to the day I die.
So for me,
That's
capping
not no cap.
So what's the cap? What I'm saying that he understands that Wilder is his best bets for the biggest money grab, one of the biggest fights, and he wants Wilder to boost his resume more up. So when he beats him, it's more of a I beat one of the best heavyweights of all time, and nobody else could do it.
Yo, no, I'm not saying that's not. I'm not saying that's not what the case is. I'm just saying I'm not gonna really just look at everything surface level and just believe that's what it is. Because I feel like a shit like is a lot more deeper than that, especially when it comes to the money side of the game.
Okay.
That might sound like some crazy shit, but we finna let's go ahead and share some shit. Not really to support me, but really just, you know what I'm saying? Some shit to watch. You feel me? So here we go.
So it's a same question to you. What do you see when you look over here at Derek Chisora, a man that you've seen so many times in your life? What do you see now when you look at him?
I'm not going to sit here and call Derek Chisora names because I won't. I fought the man twice, and I respect Derek, and I'm actually a fan of Derek Chisora. When this man, I'm actually a fan of Derek Chisora. When this man fights, even when he was fighting my mate Joe Parker, I want them both to do well, which is crazy. A draw would have been the best outcome for me because I support them both. And you can look at Derek Chisora's resume and respect him like that. He's fought everybody. He's fought the greats of this generation and all the people as well. And he always comes and brings his A game. So how many Chisora's had 12 losses on his record, but 8 or 9 of them into world heavyweight champions. Or past champions, or former champions, or future champions. So you got to respect him, and that's it. I've got nothing bad to say about Derek. I think he's a good fighting man when he brings his A game every time. Whether it's going to be good enough to beat me, I don't think so. Because no disrespect to him or anybody, I don't think any of these people can beat me. In my reign right now, I'm reigning supreme. And I'll beat him. And then when I beat the little middleweight guy, people are going to say to me, oh, he was too small, he was half your size, let's not give him anything for it. He was always going to win. That's what they'll say, 100%. I've seen it so many times. Just like when I beat Wilder, all of a sudden Wilder was shit. He never was any good. And now he's knocked out of league, so all of a sudden he's the killer again. But I've slain the killer. Slain him. But who knows? Get Chisora out of the way, he might be a 4. You don't say Wilder fight. People say to me, you beat Derek Chisora twice already. Why are you fighting him again? Who wants to see that? But I say to you, I beat Deontay Wilder 3 times. 2 times in the draw, whatever you want to say. But who here would not want to see me versus Wilder for a 4th
I'm
fight?
about a trilogy versus damn sporadic, different type of fight. That's crazy.
We're here, we're going to fight, we're going to sell out this stadium, and we're going to put a good show on right before Christmas. And I'm going to go home and have a good Christmas with my family, and Derek can have the same with his. Happy days.
I won't lie, like I respect where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, you tripping.
He's tripping.
Let's be real. Like he ain't making no sense at all.
So
and I think it's just coming from. Go ahead.
He's like, I beat Deontay Wilder twice.
But I think it's just coming from the fact that he feels like he's just gonna win the fight. He's like, he's not worried about losing against Derek Chisora. So it's like I can talk my bravado, I can feel a certain type of way, I can put myself in a certain type of position, and it's like we can be like, we know you capping, but at the end of the day, it's like you fighting against somebody that we know you're gonna win against. So it's like at the same time, it's like you're not necessarily capping because you're gonna beat Derek Chisora. You feel me? And you're gonna make a lot of money doing it. So it's a weird aspect. Let's talk about it. I would have to agree with Z. It's like they both on opposite ends. It's going to meet in the middle and the fight again, and that's the biggest bag. Andrew L said it's hard to knock undefeated fighters. Chosen said they hating hard on Ruiz. He gonna smash Walisha. Game, damn. He got faster hands and has power as well. So apparently it seems like
man made me pause my game, boy. What is this
yeah,
man
it seems
over
like
here doing?
Chosen is saying that Andy Ruiz will knock out Wilder, and then he's calling him Walisha. That's a crazy name. That's a crazy nickname.
Hey, the fact that he just said that, look,
that's
only
crazy.
person to ever stop Wilder has been Fury, right?
That's a crazy nickname, nigga.
But Ruiz got knocked down by Areola. Facts or not, Flu? Tell me when I'm starting to not speak facts.
That's a fact.
Luis Ortiz went all 12 rounds with him, and he's 49 years old. Are these facts or not?
Yeah, either 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, somewhere around there.
The fact that you're saying that Wilder and his chin was already tested by multiple fighters.
Yo,
his chin isn't no glass chin.
Talk about
it. The fact that he already went and beat all these dudes, everybody that's been in the ring with him has been hitting that canvas. The fact that you're trying to tell me because Ruiz, did you not see the Ruiz Joshua 2 fight? Ruiz looked crazy out there. Chosen. And you're gonna tell me that you're gonna call him, first of all, you're gonna disrespect a man that has great principle and character in Wilder. To this day, you're gonna call him Walisha. That's funny.
That's the disrespect. I don't like that. I'm like, why you calling the nigga out his name, man? Let's keep shit respectful. Like, I'm like, you can have your personal beast. Because I'm like, we're gonna throw up the reaction from Tyson Fury on what Wilder did. You know what I'm saying, to his old sparring partner Robert Henley. Go ahead.
And I know people keep saying, "Oh, that was his old sparring partner." The fact that if that was his old sparring partner and he went and tried to push the fight with Wilder, clearly he wasn't learning nothing when he was sparring that man.
Talk about it.
Let's not act like just because he was his sparring partner, that's why. No. It doesn't matter if he sparred with him or he didn't. All right. Anybody that's been in the ring with that man Wilder has faced the canvas, and about 95% of them have faced defeat. There's only been one person,
including Fury. Fury also touched the canvas. He may have won, but he still touched the canvas, nigga.
4 times, 2 times in 1 round. It's never been done in his career, and it got done by Wilder. So, with that being said, Wilder is one of the best heavyweights to do it, but you guys don't want to acknowledge it because he doesn't fight the way y'all want him to fight. He talks so profound, and he came from a certain background that makes him have a certain confidence about himself. You know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's been fighting for a great purpose since he started the game.
I don't like that. Throw them off. They don't know what's going on.
A whole year. Go watch his interview. He broke it down on the pivot. He said he only took a year to get ready for the Olympics, or a year and a half to get ready for the Olympics.
Talk about it, my nigga.
Went in there and got a ready for this shit. Come on now. Y'all gotta respect the man that's put respect towards the game, man. He's never missed weight.
No.
Clearly, he can't miss weight in the heavyweight division. But
you know what it is.
He's always came ready. He's always came to fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's crazy, man. If you hate Wilder, it makes sense because Wilder's just a hell of a guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like him because of how he talks, then I don't know what to tell you.
Let's talk about that Chosen you're hating. No one hit harder than Fury. Can they take his punch? Fury lost. It was a 10 count. I think he meant Wilder when he put that joint.
No, he's saying Fury lost when in the first fight. He was saying.
No, I'm talking about the previous one where he said no one hit harder than he said Fury. I think he meant Wilder.
Yeah, nobody hits harder than Wilder. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's see. Tyson Fury reacts to Deontay Wilder brutal knockout. Let's see what he got to say. And Chosen got something. He got a response. We're gonna put that up. But hold up.
You've seen so many times. What do you see now when you look at him? I'm not going to sit here and call Derek Chisora a mess. Because one, call the man twice. And I respect Derek. I'm actually a fan of Derek Chisora. When this man fights, Even when he was fighting my mate, Joe Parker, I wanted them both to do well, which is crazy. A draw would have been the best outcome for me because I support them both. And you only can look at Derek Chisora's resume and respect him like that. He's fought everybody. He's fought the greats of this generation and other people as well. And he always comes and brings his A game. So how many? Chisora's had 12 losses on his record, but 8, 9 of them have been to world heavyweight champions, or past champions, or former champions, or future champions. So you got to respect him, and that's it. I've got nothing bad to say about Derek. I think he's a good fighting man when he brings his A game every time. Whether it's going to be good enough to beat me, I don't think so. Because no disrespect to him or anybody, I just don't think any of these people can beat me. In my reign right now, I'm reigning supreme. And I'll beat him. And then when I beat the little middleweight guy, people are going to say to me, oh, he was too small, he was half your size. Let's not give him anything for it. He was always going to win. That's what they'll say, 100%. I've seen it so many times. Just like when I beat Wilder, all of a sudden Wilder was shit. He never was any good. And now he's knocked out of the league, so all of a sudden he's the killer again. But I've slain the killer. Slain him. But who knows? Get Chisora for him on the fork, Deontay Wilder fight. People say to me, you beat Derek Chisora twice already. Why are you fighting him again? Who wants to see that? But I say to you, I beat Deontay Wilder.
What I missed?
You played the same shit again.
I missed. I already played this?
Yes.
I chose to say Walisha. Is that Deontay Wilder? Walisha, a one-trick pony. He fights bums. Fury smashed him. Ruiz was 18-1 underdog against Joshua in the second fight he betrayed.
Sound like excuses to me. Who told that nigga not to train?
Chosen coming in some crazy shit. That nigga called him Walisha. Where did you get that? That's a crazy ass nigga name.
I don't know.
I don't understand.
But and Luis Ortiz is not a bum. Stervine was a champion. That's who he stole the belt from.
Nah, what I've been seeing, if you want to be 100 with you, what I've been seeing when it comes to after Deontay Wilder having to win, well, real quick, after Deontay Wilder having to win over Robert Helenius, I've been seeing a lot of people, continuing the same narrative that they had beforehand, where it was just like Wilder isn't that skilled, he doesn't have the footwork. He, say he fought an easy opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's not really, he's lucky he has that right hand. So it seems like Wilder's always going to be haunted by, like, unfortunately, he was the one person that was going to take a chance. I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to fight the best ever. But now, when I see the comments and everything, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, he won, but he lost to Fury. And people are trying to make that seem like that's a terrible thing. It was like Fury is literally like he's the GOAT of this generation when it comes to heavyweights. I don't know.
You know what's crazy, and I don't want to disrespect Iron Mike Tyson because he's a hell of a guy. His story is very inspirational. I love Iron Mike, but let's be real. Who the fuck did Mike Tyson really just beat?
Shit, I don't know. You tell me.
I'm saying he lost to Anthony Holyfield. He lost to Lennox Lewis. Who else did he fight? Did he ever fight Riddick Bowe? Probably didn't.
Yeah.
He did? Then he lost then. Because Riddick Bowe only lost one time in his career.
He lost the first time and then he won the second time.
Who?
Mike Tyson.
He beat Riddick Bowe?
Second time.
Let me go to see Mike Tyson's career because all I'm saying is people will sit here and don't get me wrong, Mike Tyson has great fundamentals. His head movement, everything about him was elite for the heavyweight division and for his height. But that does not excuse for his losses that he had in his career. Yeah, he lost to Evander Holyfield. He lost to Buster Douglas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all want. He had 2 non-contests. What was it? Failed drug test. Nah, he never fought Riddick Bowe.
All right, we was both tripping. Chosen said, real quick, let's talk about said Chosen Fury hits harder than Ruiz, and can Ruiz take a punch from Wilder? Chosen said Ruiz next up. Reynoso had him losing weight, trying to look the part against Arreola, and Ruiz dropped Ortiz easy 2 times. Ortiz had Walisha beat, but got caught with his only trick, the right hand. I think he meant the one trick. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Let's talk about responding saying until Wilder gets a jab, he will be the best ever. Wilder's 37. He's not gonna get a jab at this point.
It's just crazy because people keep talking about when he fought Ortiz 4 years ago when he was more in his prime and he wasn't as old. You know what I'm saying? Nobody called out Ruiz. And the only reason Andy Ruiz fought Ortiz is because he had no choice. Literally had no choice. And it caught him at the perfect time in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like Ortiz could literally retire right now. Like that's how he was looking after that fight. It was like
People aren't paying attention as much as I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be in Wilder's corner or nothing like that, but I'm like, y'all got to understand Wilder's coming off a situation where he was thinking about retiring. Y'all want to put Fury on this pedestal. So you have to appreciate what Wilder did, regardless of how you feel about Robert Helenius. Let's talk about that. Mike Tyson was winning against Evander Holyfield. He was in cruiserweight, so when he fought Holyfield, they gave him some pills to calm him down, allegedly. But in Mike's prime, no one can mess with him. Nah, we ain't finna go there. Because Evander Holyfield definitely got that W.
My thing is, he losing to Buster Douglas doesn't mean anything because he came back and knocked him out, right? But the fact that he lost to Buster Douglas does not ruin
You still got to chalk it up, though. It's like you can't just, like, it's not.
I'm not trying to disrespect Mike Tyson's career. I'm just saying it's crazy how the narrative is because Mike Tyson looked good when he boxed, that him losing doesn't matter because, but that Fury, Wilder lost to Fury, arguably one of the best heavyweights to do it. He gets an asterisk that he's a bum because he lost to Fury. It just doesn't make sense to me. Nobody's ever been 6'9", 280 in the ring move like that.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that, actually, to be 100 with you. But I'm like, that's how people motherfucking be judging shit. That's how people be, you know what I'm saying, putting the scope in things. That's how people be measuring shit. That's how people be seeing it. That's just what it is. That's what you got to deal with. That's how it go. Oh, my gosh. Let's talk about it. What he say? Buster Douglas had 10 count too. That's when Mike had the Muslim in the corner. That's a fact. I'm not even wrong with it. But look, yo, tomorrow finna be crazy. I'm not even sure. Do you know what time the 280 card for the MMA joint go? Makachev versus
main card starts 12 Eastern.
Yeah, so it's gonna be some early shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
No,
2 o'clock. Early shit for the Fluence Lounge tomorrow.
Eastern. So 1 o'clock your time, the main card starts.
Yeah, so we're gonna be on some early shit tomorrow, man. That's crazy. So I'm gonna be on some other shit when it comes to at the nighttime. We'll have a good time, but we're gonna be on some early shit tomorrow because I'm like it's gonna be on some Abu Dhabi shit. It's crazy, man. Sometimes I be wishing, man. I wish I was a young nigga. I wish I was, you know what I'm saying, 18, 19 during the times that's going on right now, man. Really be educated if you paying attention. Either way, we doing what we do. Salute. If you come up in here, man, hit the like button. Show us good. You feel me? Next weekend, we got the Jake Paul joint. A lot of y'all probably came up here for the Jake Paul joint, whatever the case may be, man. We appreciate y'all for real, for real. Nothing but love, man, for real, man. Y'all been showing love throughout this whole entire thing. A low ball, we just want to just keep going. Like, what the fuck we else got to lose? But shit, it's almost 1 in the morning, nigga. I just want to chill for the night.
Yeah, man. You gave us some good work, man.
I know. So y'all make sure y'all come in tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all coming tomorrow, y'all bitch ass niggas. Nah, nothing but love, for real. Y'all make sure y'all coming tomorrow though, for real. Show some love, for real. We here 1 in the morning. I got my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cooking, smelling good. You feel me? Got the food going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will be worried, but they not because they making sure they taking care of it, whatever they gotta take care of. You feel me?
Bang bang. You better get up. Y'all better get up. Y'all better not leave that boy open like that.
Y'all already know Black Adam coming on Sunday. I'm getting the tickets tomorrow. Yeah, you already know. I've been seeing all the bullshit popping up in my shit. Spoiler alerts. I've been seeing the reviews. I ain't watched none of them. I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't gonna get influenced by none of this. I'm finna watch this shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Like non-influence, how I see it, you know what I'm saying, my eyes, you know what I'm saying, whatever I feel about it. That's how I'm gonna watch it. Like, ain't nothing finna influence me and change my perspective. Nothing. Fuck out of here. Fuck that shit. You feel me?
I heard it got good reviews. Some people say it was one of the best movies they've seen.
Yeah, but also on the Rotten Tomatoes side of the game, they're giving it the 50%. You feel me? We talked about that.
Oh, well, you know why though, man. They hate. They want to give Wakanda 100%. That's why.
They got to. They got no choice. That's the case. But all right, you already know people this last Going crazy outside, but I love it. That's beautiful. It's telling me to get off the internet. I love it. Let's talk about said when Mike started losing, custom model died. Don King got in his ear. He married Robin Givens, and he fired his corner that he has his whole life. So he was going through life changes. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's how it goes, man.
I'm not trying to, like I was saying, I wasn't trying to get on Mike's case. I'm just saying, regardless of how he lost or how he didn't lose, I'm just saying when he lost or his losses, everybody heralds him as a great. When Wilder loses to one of the best heavyweights to do it, it's like he's a bum, and it just doesn't make sense.
Be careful. Be careful. Niggas is paying attention. They seeing what the situation is. Niggas got shit. You got a point. Let's talk about it. But shit's a lot deeper than just putting it at a surface level. Like you can't put niggas against niggas. You can't put blacks against blacks. You see what Kanye doing? You feel me? Zen, he been telling me about Kanye really that nigga, and I'm like, okay, all right, Zen, you been known Kanye really. I'm fucking with y'all. I'm going crazy. Kanye really that nigga. But all right, we out of here for the night. Anything last thing you want to say to the people, Zen? Let them know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I appreciate my boy Flu.
Absolutely.
You know I hope he knows I appreciate him. And,
yeah, it's my dog, my brother, my little bro, my dog. He be smarter than me, nigga. Doing great shit.
He gonna keep giving y'all this content. God damn, this nigga can't make a layup. Let me pause that because I'm missing. He gonna keep giving y'all this good content every week, every day. Give y'all daily.
I already know every day. Tomorrow finna be crazy. We got UFC 280. You know what I'm saying? My guys didn't just put me on game.
You gonna be points for it? Because I'm gonna hit the gym in the morning because I got to hit the gym before.
Is it midday? You said it was midday?
Yeah, so the main car starts.
I'm getting cut. I'm getting a cut in the morning. I'm gonna go get a cut in the morning, and I was gonna go hit the gym, but I didn't know what time everything was happening.
You gotta come back, bro, because it's too far of a car. Like only the first car. No disrespect to the ladies, but I don't care about that first fight.
The women, we love the women always. Beautiful chicks fighting.
The next four fights are all bangers, right? So
I would say the DMs. We love you, baby.
Those fights will be the first of the first four fights that I really want to watch. And I'm pretty sure you want to watch. They're gonna start around 11:30, so 1:30, 1:40 your time.
Okay, so it's on the other side of the game. So now I'm gonna be up early because I gotta go grocery shopping around 8 in the morning because I got some good food being cooked. But I'm gonna go. So we got some shit. Let's talk about that. When Mike started losing, custom model died. Don King in his ear. He married Robert Givens and fires Corin that he had his whole thing.
You already did that one,
his
bro.
whole life, so he's going through life. Oh, I already did. All right, okay. So we appreciate y'all too well. I can't speak for everybody. I'll do a great job. Wait for you. Make sure you follow my channel. Absolutely. Let's talk about much love to everybody. Appreciate everybody. Drop your shit. You know what I'm saying? In the comments always. Any last words for the people? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
Are you gonna be fluent tomorrow? Because if you are, I'll be fluent. But if you're not gonna be fluent, then I'm not gonna be fluent.
If it's 1 o'clock, I probably won't be fluent. So I'll just be enjoying it off of like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be fluent off of like a workout or something. You know what I'm saying? I won't be like fluent. Like 1 o'clock, like that's crazy. That's like midday. That's crazy. Ain't no way. Like I got too much time, you know what I'm saying? Shit to get taken care of. So I'm like midday. If it's really midday, I won't be fluent, but we definitely gonna be here, you know what I'm saying, going live. You already know what the case is. So make sure y'all hit the like button, show some love.
All right,
go ahead. Last words.
I'll probably be back from the gym around 11. So when the main car starts, I'll probably get back, take a shower. I'll probably make some food too, make some little good breakfast or something, and then we'll get into the car. So I'll be here.
Yeah, all right. So you already know what it is. We're gonna be popping tomorrow. Those are people. Appreciate everybody. Anybody who is up coming in here on the late side of the game, man, make sure I hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You feel me? You already know what we on. Type of game. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Much love to people on Twitch side of the game. Make sure I show some love on the Twitch side of the game. Fluencefridays, that shit's going crazy. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And we're gonna be back, man. I see y'all. Y'all starting support. If you don't support on some bullshit, we all just watching, man. Hit the like button. But also support and make sure y'all back again when we come back tomorrow. So much love.